Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
28.
It's skeet. Was that good? Like an intro?
No.
You gotta deepen your voice a little bit.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Chapter what?
28.
Episode
Episode 28.
28.
It's a number.
Last episode. God, jeez, that was a long time. Okay.
It was 2 weeks.
Hey, which super popular person
Ricky.
I'm
Talking about
the
it.
talk of the town right now.
Wait.
Whose phone is keeping on?
Oh, me.
That is if by Q.
I wish I was that
Q.
popular.
I'm not even remotely popular. There's only my girlfriend who messages me.
Yeah, my mom texted
And
me
it's
that.
basically, why did you message me?
Sometimes.
Hi.
Sorry.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, last week. Last 3 weeks.
That's the 2.
Yeah.
We just didn't play last week.
Yeah, man.
Of course, why would we
Every time
start?
the second we start, she's now barking at every human thing on the planet.
Right.
Okay, last episode. What happened? The group lamented at the death of poor Blythe, who was killed abruptly and disturbingly by Azul.
Bye. No.
Negligence is responsibility. Was killed by Azul, but when he basically threw Blythe into the mouth of the T-Rex.
It's not what happened.
You'll have to watch the episode to find out.
One Simon, let's be uploaded.
Oh yeah. They then traveled to the edge of the pirate city, town. We're going to
Village.
eventually call it a town, not village. Town. Called...
Outpost.
Kingdom.
I'm gonna throw this back right now. Called Smuggler's Haven. That's what it's called. For those who didn't write it down when I said it.
I probably did.
Notice that Markel is writing right now.
Don't
They then, they pretty much, like, I was surprised, but they went straight to it. They didn't, like, look around, none of that. They would just eye on the prize, straight to the
top of the top.
big mansion at the top of the city, which could be completely a fake, who knows. They then also Azul was fucking stoned as shit, but in a great
He
way.
didn't know any better.
He managed to... What are you looking for?
But it's Red Bull, not so good.
Continue.
No, you finish. You finish first.
That's fine.
You're dysfunctional, y'all.
Tom's gonna give you Red Bull.
Hey, you were saying that to me?
Ryan wants a Red Bull.
What kind of
They're in the little mini fridge we had.
Hashtag
Provided
sponsor,
by
not
Red
sponsor.
Bull.
Would you like a
Hashtag
tropical or would you like a regular?
Just a regular time for me.
Welcome to
Regular.
D&D. From AoE.
Wait, right?
Episode 28, we discussed Red Bull.
So clearly it's going
So,
to be extremely
anyway,
epic.
they went to, they sneaked, they sneaked past some very large and dumb guards that were speaking some strange language to each other, and they noticed that there was a big, huge ogre-like, I say ogre-like, basically an ogre woman, who came out and then went back in. They distracted one of the guards twice by sending him back, by just sending voices into his head, which was pretty fucked up and quite funny. They then snuck around to the second entrance of the mansion, which was some kind of entrance for like a cart or a horse or something like that, and it was this huge, thick wooden gate that was barred from the side. And then they actually did something clever, which I was quite impressed. They cast levitate, lifted the big thing that's on the other side of the gate, and then cast silence in the space so it couldn't be heard opening, and they entered into a courtyard. And in front of them were, I think it was...
No.
What
You're
time of
reversing.
day was it?
We went into the side of a house to go around the garden.
Yeah, but that was after that.
Yeah.
He said all that. He said all that.
Oh.
That's not it.
The only thing he forgot to say is that we killed Garrett.
And then we did get inspiration. So
Oh, they did also find and kill Garrick. in a satisfying and definitely not set up way. No, it was actually not set up.
We tortured him for a little bit there too.
You also no, you
tried.
didn't. You interrogated
I wanted
his
to.
dead body.
Yeah.
No, but we were like casting spells to keep him alive while he was.
No, we
Yeah,
tried.
we tried. It didn't work. It didn't
Someone
work.
just
didn't work.
fucking stabbed his head off.
No.
Yeah,
Two
he just-
He
seconds.
had no idea who this man was.
But then you did resurrect him from the dead
You're
body
right.
and talk to him while he was caught, but didn't ask him accurate enough questions. But he did still answer pretty as honestly as he could. And then, yes, so we'll cut into the scene where you walk through, the gate doesn't creakily open, it silently and eerily opens, and in front of you is a large cobbled area. Ahead of you, directly ahead and to the right, is a curved, what would look like some kind of stable, in which there are some large bipedal lizards in there that as you come through, a few of them look round and like look in your direction. But they're stable, so they're not out, they see you. But you are silent, and to your left is the rear wall and a small rear door of a huge mansion that's about 3 stories tall.
The door?
Yes, the door is 3 stories tall.
It could be.
But the mansion's only 1 story. It's
That's
really
what I was
weird.
just saying.
The mansion is 3 stories tall. The door is 1 story tall. Markel. You would like to know exactly the height of the door. I didn't realize that was in the
How high
plan.
was the doorknob?
The doorknob is 4
5
stories.
stories.
But it means like bookstories, not like anyway.
Yeah.
The mansion backs on, so the back of the mansion actually the cliff, the face of the cliff and the back of the mansion connect right in the corner. But most of the mansion is out. And the mansion itself is sitting on this outcropping ledge. And you are on the back. There is a above the back door there is a small balcony where inside you can see like the flickering of what must be some kind of candlelight, but there is no one on the balcony. So right now, no one sees you, except for these large lizards, which are seeming to get a bit restless.
Well,
But
then I
they're-
look like a lizard.
Hmm?
Looking like
You
a
do,
lizard.
but there's a
yeah.
whole lot of other people
I
that
did
don't.
ready ice my phone when we were walking in before. Just
Got it, you really nice time. Okay, so what would you guys like to do? It is right now where you're in a bubble of complete silence.
Am I still high?
Yes. What was it, 2 hours it lasts?
And we never.
2 hours, I think we decided to
Then
try.
it's
So
probably
yes.
way past 2 hours.
No.
From the bottom of this place when we woke up.
It probably only took you like an hour to get to where you are.
No, you said it took us 3 hours to get there because we couldn't fly, and there was a portion we had to walk. No,
Wait,
it took
I
us.
mean in the
He got
because he
high.
slept just before you went to the
Oh!
No, I did in the morning. Remember, because I was reminiscing about Blythe.
Let me just 50-50.
I was reminiscing about Blythe, and everybody left me solo to
You
do lots by
are, it is
myself.
just wearing off now, thankfully. So your highness is your highness. Yes, it's just wearing off. You're in a bubble of complete silence, and ahead of you is these. I'd say it's probably 4 stalls in front of you. You can see 2, and then it's like an L shape at the end, and the end is probably about 50 feet away. And inside these stalls are some large bipedal lizards that look like small versions of the big T-Rexes you saw before, about the size that a large person could ride on, probably.
So,
And to the left is the big house.
Silence is still on.
Do
Right?
they look aggressive?
They 100% look like they are ready to attack.
Can I make a perception roll to see if there's any food in the stable area? Or something that
So
would
you
be
can.
Just say, do I see food?
You can also roll in the dice tray you have right next to that dice.
No. I did right.
if you take his other dice can.
He's taking it literally,
That is
and the
a
dice go in
20.
the tray. You roll a 20?
Well, no.
Unnatural.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
That's fine, unless you say natural 20, I'm assuming it's unnatural. So, you rolled a 20. Or you got a 20. You do see a, next to the side of these stables, you do see a large, like, wooden, like, almost like a bin, it's closed, but underneath you do see, like, a creeping underneath it, and it's covered in buzzing flies. That's what you see.
How far is that thing away from us? The group?
It's probably about 20 feet from you.
How
Um,
close is it from
The stable,
the
Lizards.
they're in the stable. So they're probably the two of them are 50 feet away. Two more of them are about 30 feet away. So it's pretty much it's attached to the end of the L shape of the stable, basically, and it's like a big bin that seems the lid is closed, but there's flies buzzing all around it. So
Yeah.
you
And
deduce
how
that it's
does-
probably got something
How does
in there.
silence work? In the sense, I can't, if I say anything, either people,
Zero
Yeah,
sound
only a
penetrates
soul can
this.
really communicate.
with messages.
Zero sound
I
penetrates.
tap Azul and I point at the door.
The one in the back or the one we walked through?
The one that we need to go to in the back.
I'm like, and I keep like,
So
or y'all, I'm just walking.
the
with
two
y'all.
lizards that are up to your right start like
Okay.
smashing
I
against
start
the door.
walking slowly walk up towards the food and open the lid.
Okay, so as you're walking up, do you want to do anything to try and like calm the lizards, or they're snarling and there's like drool in their teeth? Some of them have like some like scraps or something in their teeth, and they're like ramming up, like they're like pushing up against these wooden doors that really were only built for horses. So they're not looking. It's secure right now, but you don't know how long it will hold.
We're inside this one.
I'm walking forward.
Yeah, I mean, you actually don't hear the sound of them smashing against it until you walk
But
out
can I
of the
see
time.
them kind of like the?
Yeah, you can see that the doors are like.
Speak in order to go.
Who else?
I can't speak telepathically because I still have to speak
You
in
still
order
have
to
to
do
speak.
so.
Yep, I gotta know that.
Can I see? Can I see inside of the two stables? Like, can I see? Like, can I visually like see something in it? Like.
I mean, you could.
Can I
I mean,
see
it's
here?
just-
Can I
it's
see
like a
here?
stable door, so yeah, like a stable. It's a horse's stable, so it's exact. So there's a little gap underneath that a horse, because a horse can't crawl under the gap. There's a big wooden door that's latched, and inside it is a simple stable that's about the size for a large horse.
Okay. And you said these are lizards, right?
They're basically raptors.
Raptors. Alright, I'll cast Conjure Animals and conjure 8 fire beetles. 4 in each one, and command them to like start swirling around in their.
Are they large? These fire beetles?
I don't know how large they are.
What size?
I'm
does it
about to
say?
find out.
Fire
And
beetle.
this is giants.
Oh shit!
Giant fire beetle.
Oh, we're about to see how giant.
But if it's giant beetle, it's still not giant.
Yeah.
It's like rat
No, it's
size
a
maybe.
beetle.
Yeah.
It's rat size.
It'll say in size.
It's rat
of the
size?
Creature. So it'll say like large, medium, small,
Small beast.
a small beast. Okay. Yeah. So you're conjuring. So of the two nearest to you, you're conjuring 4 in each stable.
I'm gonna conjure 2 in each of the stables, and then the other 4 to be outside right next to the stable between me and the rest of the lizards.
Okay. Does the spell require a verbal component?
That's also.
Well, you said the food was how far away from us?
But he's walking toward it, so you're not quite out of the silence right now. He couldn't hear the raptors, but he could see them. The food is right next to where they are,
Oh.
stable-wise.
Because it's 20 feet radius, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
So it probably ends just at the corner. Does it move with whatever target you have? Or is it in a set location?
Yeah, it is verbal.
Yeah, so you go to cast and just nothing happens.
Yep.
You're
So I'm like,
you normally cast some kind of like verbal spell and you just go. And just
Nothing
no,
happened.
you don't even continue your spell because you're like, you start to do it and you're like,
Is it
"Ah,
just
this isn't
solid
possible."
squat? Okay, oh.
No. You know immediately that you need to do
Then
the
I'll start
verbal
backing
part
up.
and you're like,
I start backing
so
up.
this question. So the spell right now is casting over everybody and everything.
It covers your whole group and it ends just at the corner basically of the stables. But I'm trying to work out, does it move with whatever you cast it on, or is it in a space?
I think it stays still.
I think it's just in the area, so you could move out of it.
Well,
and
it says you can
cast.
cast it on a object.
What,
so it can't
what
be-
did you cast it on? Do you remember? Did you cast it on the door? I think you cast it on the door.
Yeah.
So unless you move the door, it's not going to move.
Yeah.
away from
And
you.
it's
So,
20 feet?
yeah, so you have to move basically right up to the
Oh.
it's 20 feet radius. So you have to move basically right up to the stable to get out of the thing. But they can see you and they're like,
How big is the stable area? Like,
you're like it's like 100 feet by 100 feet square that you're in, and you're at the
Pretty
end of
fucking
it.
big.
It's big. It's big. It would hold like a couple of large carriages probably.
Okay, so if I walk away, not toward the carriages,
You would go back out of the door, or you could go around towards like. So it's like literally, if we take this as it, you're here. The stable is that corner, and the house is this side. So you could head towards the house. But right now, the creatures are like smashing against the door. You just can't hear them, but you can assume that they're making a lot of noise,
yeah,
smashing against the doors.
exactly.
But you can't hear that noise. You
Right.
can just see the doors going, like every
Exactly.
time they're hitting against.
I character, why don't we just leave the stable?
That's what
Cause
that's what I'm pointing at the door.
If they will,
Yeah, but that's way at the other end. That's why I said the one we came into or the one at the end. That's
So
100
it's
feet.
on your left. It's about the same distance
Yeah.
that the stable is on your left hand
I
side.
point
There's a
at the door. So
Oh, I thought you said that the
Am
end
I
is
guiding
100 feet.
No. Directly ahead of you,
I can't
it's
say
100
that.
feet, and is
Yeah.
one of the stable sides.
Mhm.
To your right is, so the stable is an L shape.
Yeah.
So it's two stables. The ones that are closer to you are the ones that are bashing against it. They're about 30 feet away. The house is on the left side, so
Oh,
it makes a
oh,
square.
That's why I'm pointing at the
Then
door.
I said I'm fine. I said I'm walking. So
Okay, then yeah, I'm following you. That I mean,
I thought maybe that's what we was going for. Yeah, like you know what I
I
mean?
back up and follow them. too.
alright, yeah, because I was about to try and knock him out. I didn't.
But it's still quiet in this area, right?
I mean, if you walk towards the door at a certain point, you're getting out of the silence.
Then, yeah,
Right?
we
Or you
walk
could
into
just
it.
cancel silence.
Yeah,
You can
but
just-
there's-
I like the fact
they're
that
still in the silence, right?
Yeah.
The raptors are not. The
No.
door is. You are. The
We are.
raptors are not in the silence. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're looking at the raptors and going, they're probably making quite a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I can't hear it because I'm in the silence. The noise doesn't
Yeah.
penetrate.
So
to
I'm
me.
walking to the. I walk to the door. That's why me and him
Yeah,
did.
so
While he
as
was
soon
trying to
as
do
you
it.
head out of as you get to the edge of the silence and you step out, you hear like lots of noise and noise. Roll a perception check for who's the two. So it's you two walking out. Both of you roll a perception check.
18.
Nice.
Starting off good.
You hear like from inside the house, you hear like, and you hear like someone like unlatching the door basically.
Right in front of me.
It's not right in front of you. It's about 10 feet in front of you.
And with that, because of that, there's pretty much nothing next to us.
The side of the house, there's the door you came
Like,
through,
there's nothing to
about
hide.
30 feet away, and you could go around the side of the house if you wanted to. You could like cut left really hard and go around the edge of the house. You could try and hide. There's also like, some crates around, like not in the actual stable area, that's pretty empty, but like there's the stables where you've got a few
I
seconds
mean,
to,
I
like,
just move real quick.
you've probably got about a turn to do something if you want.
I'm trying to hide.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to?
And my mage armor is also. Huh?
What do you want to do? How are you gonna hide?
Well,
You've
is there
got
like
basically-
a crate or something I could go around, right?
You
said-
roll a quick perception check.
I'm wrapping around the house like you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're skipping
Natural
the side of
20.
the house. Nice. Yeah, you notice that there's in the middle of the in the middle of the sort of area there is a large well. Not a large well. It's like a hatch, like a large hatch that you could lift up and jump into if you wanted to.
Alright. I kind of I jump into that and I just peek.
So you just like.
And I'm trying to make it to where people see me, but I don't know if they see me
So
or not.
you
So.
see Azul and Tintan just run
Walk to the
middle
door,
of
it's
the
like,
area,
oops.
open up this hatch that's in the like carriage area, like open it up and just jump in.
I follow them.
Yeah, I'm just sliding in. Oh, wait.
It's cool. I'm looking, so y'all choose what you want to do.
You can all do.
I cast mage on
you
you, by
guys
the way.
all follow and jump in the hatch. when
I'll
you-
also
Hold my
cast
axe and towards the door.
Park Skin for myself.
You're going towards the door of the
I'm
house.
gonna ready my axe and I'm ready for whatever's coming through the door.
Okay, you all dive into the hatch.
Yep.
Mulgrim just pulls out his axe.
I feel
You
like
might see Logan pulling out his axe.
Oh, I mean,
You running straight for the door. He's behind you.
roll a quick perception check just to see.
Like, as
You're
I'm
quite a
heading-
perceptive being.
I think I'm too large to get anywhere safely. I'm
21.
on my axe and I'm gonna just.
Yeah, you see
what happens.
Mulgrim like he like glances
Take
at the
the
two
second.
and he just like
God damn it.
Pulls out his hat.
You know
I mean,
what?
it's fair.
I'm moving towards
Alright,
the
I will.
And he's
door.
yeah.
How close can I get to the door before it opens? If I hurry.
Oh, you could probably get like pretty close to the door, like
Yeah.
within striking distance.
Which way does the door swing?
You don't know.
I can't tell from the hinges which way the door swings. Is there a lock on
In
the
6
side?
seconds.
Yeah, you can run and see. Oh, that goes like this.
I'll let you roll a perception.
Yeah, give it a chance.
Wait, in the meantime.
It's dark. It's
In
dark.
the meantime, he's rolling a perception check.
7.
Because I notice he's pulling out his weapon, can I turn around and back him up? Like,
Yeah, you
Okay.
can, you can decide not to jump down.
At that
I
point,
decide not to jump down, and I would like to cast Flame Blade in my hand.
Okay, you.
Yeah, I am gonna
Okay.
go around the door and I'm gonna stand not right in front of the door, but like adjacent to it, right on the door frame, waiting for it to open.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
to
that's right,
prep
you're just
an
waiting.
animal
Yeah.
transformation.
with me standing there watching
You
you,
can only do the casting the flame blade.
Just
But
that?
you
Alright.
can't prep
Yeah.
the transfer.
Fine.
with me watching this, because we had
You jumped
a
in.
couple of times. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, and we watched them to see what they was gonna do.
Yeah, you know that they're out there, but you're jumped in the hole.
Yeah, I know. So I'm in the hall. All right, whatever. It's fine. I don't
The
know.
3 of you jumped in.
I don't know if it's
I
did.
did.
So
I
far,
remember you saying I'm going right in there.
Yeah, I said I was going right in there. I didn't say she did.
Lastly,
I'm not
But yeah,
you went in, you went in, you
Yeah.
went in.
how well lit is the stable that we're in?
You can't wait
I
to
mean,
hear what
it's
they
like
say.
a
Say,
door.
oh no,
Like,
I can't do
it's
I'm
seeable. It's like a 7 a.m. Texas.
Like I said, she can't.
So it's like starting to get light.
Alright, well I would be in the
Wait.
as far as the door goes.
Right,
I
so
would-
when did you attack at night?
Yeah.
Oh, so no, it's pretty dark.
Okay, then I would like any kind of shadow side, like distributable shadow inside against the door. That's
I mean, I'd say the whole house casts somewhat of a shadow into
Hold
the
on.
area.
Because I cast Flame Blade, you invoke a fiery blade. Well, the Flame Blade sheds bright a 10-foot radius.
Oh,
In addition, you step into the shadow and the house disappears. There's this big bright light behind you. It's like someone
Big
lit a
torch.
I'm gonna glance over you disapprovingly. But we're gonna see what happens. That might be.
All right, whatever.
Probably should clarify that. I didn't want to cheat, okay?
No, that's
that was nice of you.
I do not know.
We'll lose our advantage in the shadow.
Okay,
At least we got
so-
the flame blade.
the door like hinges open, and something walks out. What do you want to do?
What do I see?
And I mean,
The
you.
door just
What do I
opens
see?
up.
The door opens and someone is stepping through the door.
Yeah,
what do
that
you want
is
to do?
true.
No,
Jays
so I
can
can
Are you holding to
Yeah,
see
I
what?
gotta be able to see.
Do I get to hold
this.
something?
Well,
You
you're
just
waiting
looking
with
straight
your
at
flame blade, right?
You have a
This is a
Johnson.
new series of actions that you allow. Because you're allowing him to
I'm only gonna allow him
Sure.
because I allowed you to completely change what you were gonna do for him. So you're just waiting to see who comes out of the door.
After the door's opening, all I need to know is which way it's opening and which side of the door am I opening. I feel like I would know. It's
So
okay, right?
it opens outwards,
Away
and
from me.
it's opening away from you.
And I am. It's okay.
And
He's in the-
something quite
used to be
large
shadow.
is stepping through the door.
Quite large.
See where he's going.
This is about to be a clown fiesta, I just know it.
I know. I tried not.
This is gonna be
Alright.
fun. I like
And
it.
we're back to roll initiative. I just want to know what
I
you do
want to
first.
be an
Because you were
innocent
ready to do
child.
some shit. You were planning something. I'm allowing you to do whatever
Alright.
you wanted to do.
While you're doing that.
As they walk in the door, I want to have my axe poised. And oh shit.
He fires off.
Now I would literally I just tell him speak and you're dead. I'm trying to do an intimidation check.
Oh, okay. Well, then I want to check this out. Go ahead and roll an intimidation.
Kills. I thought because you were dressed as a lizard man, you would stay in front of the door and everybody else hide.
I know. But I thought everybody was gonna hide. I was gonna use me as a last resort. Okay.
It's just fine.
Oh my
A
god.
5.
Yeah.
That's you roll
threes in a
that.
row. That's 3 rolls in a row. Or 2 threes in a row.
Pretty good. I
Voice
know.
crack.
That's why I was thinking. That's why he said,
I know.
"Talk to me," because my God was about to say,
Okay,
"You
so
said
He just
yeah.
reacted.
This-
He forgot where he was.
So as you say that, a very large human steps through with a big ass battle axe on their back, and they just go. Whoa, they just grab the axe, and you see their whole body shifting as they turn, and their skin is turning to scales, and they're like basically pulling this axe out, and they turn to attack you. So everybody roll initiative.
How tall is this thing?
He's probably about just a little taller. As he's
And a five.
turning, he grows to a little bit taller than you.
Why? I can't talk.
And I need to find.
Let me go do my 5 rolls again, you know.
Oh my.
Playing dungeons. This guy's not gonna be happy in a second.
You
Wait,
don't know. Simon loves roll high
I know.
initial rolls.
Yeah, I needed this one.
wait. I also need to double check something to make
My
sure.
guy had options, but he couldn't talk because of silence.
It was your shit. Get turned around.
He didn't want to turn it off.
All right, I'm gonna have some fun with
The door did close behind us, though. We'll say that, so y'all know that the stable door is closed.
The one on the other side?
The one we walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one that he's coming, that was just still open.
How cool is this?
Is this from the same guy?
Yeah.
it. Ooh, I like the little.
How cool is that shit?
That's pretty cool.
We're going to put it on loop.
Alright, so,
Is it on loop?
though I gotta, yeah, I did. I just put it on loop. I gotta do some shit, sorry.
Go ahead, we'll wait for you.
It's a little bit not as simple as I thought it was gonna be here. So, let me get the side of the house.
Bye.
Yeah, I thought you was going to stand in front of the door and act like, oh, I got it.
No, my guy was coming down from being high. He forgot who he was. He was like,
Nice.
he's a-
Make it in
like,
here.
oh yeah, I'm a lizard. I noticed it when he jumped in. He's like, oh.
I thought she was going to throw darkness in front of the,
Well, I know what I was gonna do if the animals got out. I'll tell you that.
That's why I was asking how big it was. I didn't know if it was gonna hit all of them or like one.
and you hit it all.
I gotta still love this stuff.
They didn't hit the ones closest to us.
Also, I couldn't cast darkness. I was gonna try hypnotic pattern since that doesn't require talking.
Well, you are currently out of the
Silence.
out of the side. So this is the side of the house. We have. Where are you? Where's the door? You're basically right next to the door.
I'm assuming he's over here.
Yeah. Probably the only thing I didn't.
Ready
have
to
is some
smack it in.
trap door. So we're gonna use.
I want that expedition work. That was nice. I was looking for
Just gotta try, man. Never know.
it.
Just gotta try.
What about that table that's right there? Use that round table.
So we're gonna use this well. That is. Just put it like right central, please. I put it a little bit towards you. Yeah. So currently,
That's where me
these
and the other
three
two.
are in there. And Thomas, where do you want to be? You can put yourself where you want to be. Where you were going
Right
to
in
be.
front of the door.
I'd say I'd be like, you're over here.
Can't you go over to the glow from the flame blade?
Yeah.
Give me one of those radiuses thing.
We don't need it.
Radii?
Radii. Radio.
Please we listen to
Oh, that dragon is nice. Bronze.
As I said, he said it's gold, and I was like, it's very nice.
Okay, we're going to just use this dude.
Yeah,
A big ass dude, put it right next to.
Oh, big ass number.
right like a
Dude.
Bitch.
A big ass dude comes out, and yeah, as he sees you, he turns to attack. He's got like a massive axe he's pulling off his back, and his whole body is shifting and growing, kind of like the werewolves do. But his body is like scales are running through his body, like a blue scale running, and his face is elongating, and he's turning into a very large-looking lizard man, basically. Sorry. Okay, roll initiative.
We did.
25 to 20.
Thomas.
20.
Jesus.
Oh, sure. Shit.
Nice.
I read.
20 to 15.
A natural 20 at that.
Yeah.
That was super. But that's very cool. 15. Okay, we're just gonna go with the rest. Is all what you get?
I got 6.
I got a
I got 7.
You didn't know what?
Oh
If
yeah.
you natural.
I got a 9.
Temptation is
He
a
does
little 10 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I said that.
Let's say
I wasn't expecting you to do this one.
Yeah, I'm out of pressure.
But there's no point of me trying to play off my lizardness at this moment.
Play off your lizardness.
Remember, I look like a lizard man.
That's why I thought he was gonna go first.
My character is how he's coming down. You know, it's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's gonna come up and be like, I caught him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's brother.
Wait a second.
I was just hiding in there. I was putting
Hurry
top
up.
of myself. I got this. I got these.
Did you say that they captured me?
Why? That means I gotta fight you. So I fight on you. And I'm gonna beat his ass.
Contagious, you got a 9.
Yes.
Okay, Che, you go first. Which is actually kind of poetic. It's Che and Morgan first. So Che, you see Morgan yell something. He yelled, what did you yell again?
I said, speak and you're dead.
Yeah, and the guy just like, kind of like roars and starts to attack at the same
I'm
time.
straight watching this weird.
Alright. I will wild shape into an 8.
Oh yes, very good.
Are you able to keep your 8
Yes.
with a blade?
Yes. So I'm an 8 with a blade.
Okay, so yeah, you wild shape into an 8
What's
with
your
a
8?
blade.
Where's your 8? What happened to him?
Wait, what am I
His is classic
Chunky
8.
monkey.
Oh yeah, that's monkey. Yeah.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah.
Feels
Nice.
weird. He's
I like it.
actually his
So it's a literal monkey with a knife.
Yeah. Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, right, yeah.
I am going
He
to,
runs like this.
as a monkey,
There you go.
hold on, I'm gonna burn up my monkey stats.
You smell slight burning hair smell.
I'd like to, can I make, as a bonus action, can I see if there's anyone behind him? Like, can I perceive?
Yes, I'll allow that. Yes, you can. You can try and just peer behind him to see. Remember, you're using ape perception.
Sure. No, my stats carry over when I'm out for
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm not,
That's
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Some
no, you're
do.
right, it does.
Yeah.
Because you're a druid.
I'm not
I think strength and stuff.
So anyway,
Strength
what,
does
what,
too.
what do you...
it
Wait,
was,
strength wouldn't because...
No.
Strength.
it only carries over if it's like, you add it on, I don't know you
It
add it
doesn't
on.
matter.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I'm sure.
It's fine, I'll allow it.
Fine, it'd be 20 then.
20, you do not see someone coming behind him right now. He seems to be coming out to check what the noise was.
Sure. I'm going to run up and shank him with my fire blade and use multi-attack. So one fit, so it's going to be boom, boom! You know?
You punch the shit out of him with a fire blade.
Just give him the stabby.
Classic step.
Okay, so to hit with my fire blade, it's going to be a 14.
A 14 just hits.
Ooh-wee.
So,
Okay, so
Smack.
he is going to take 1d6 plus 3. It's going to take 7 damage on top of 3d6 fire damage. 7 plus 10, 16, 20 damage. And now he's going to get hit with my other melee
of death.
with a punch of plus to hit, 16 I believe? Let me double check. Yeah, 16
Why?
So
Why
this-
you-
It's
with a punch. He's going to take plus 3, so that is another 8 damage. He's going to take 28 damage.
Nice.
you just went, you were right next to us. I mean, ape appears with a fiery sword and just like this thing's like when it gets attacked. Morgan, what do you? Do you want to do anything else movement wise? Or are you good? You still got probably about 20 feet, no, 15 feet of movement if you want it. I mean, obviously he can attack you, but
Yeah. No, I'm good.
okay. Morgan, what do you want?
Yeah, it'll be an overhead great axe attack. I'm aiming for his weapon arm.
Are you doing a cold attack, or are you just creating some cool?
What?
A target
aiming for
attack is
his
a disadvantage.
Or are you literally just using a very clever, nice, fluff?
I would like to hit his arm.
I mean, he got a huge ass. That's kind of hard. This is,
Some damage.
Yeah, okay. I'm just double checking because you would be able to do that if you wanted, but you'd have to do either a disarm attack or you'd have to do. It would be disadvantage for sure.
Makes sense. Alright.
Oof.
If it was TT,
was, and it was a pretty significant teeter. So,
From 8 to
I guess
16
plus 7, it's 23.
Hits, for sure.
And I'm gonna do a with my damage. I'm also gonna do a trick attack. So I'll do this first. 9, 17 damage, and then he's gonna make a strength saving throw,
He rolls a 13.
which is not best. He's being 15, so now he's prone.
Okay, can you put him on his side? So you just
Oh, shit.
17 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is.
Wow, this guy's not having a good day.
He's just like, what's that? I believe you have more attacks.
I
Ouch.
do. Out of character, do we want to try intimidation again, or we just like him away on this one for now?
That is what would Mo do? What would Mo do? I think Mo's done with
I mean,
her.
that sounds.
I think that's a dumb question.
That does sound like
You're
normal.
gonna say what would Mo do?
What would Mo do?
Yeah, it's
I did.
5.
Over.
You wouldn't advantage.
Mobley,
He's
my
prone.
bad. I thought you said Mobley. What would
You
Mobley
might get a
do?
nat 20.
It's not that song.
Of course.
Nope.
Of course.
So 20 hit.
That misses. No.
I also have some sweet wine in the.
And
Indiana.
I think I did an incorrect roll.
Yeah,
Last time. I did an incorrect roll on my damage last time. So I should have done 1d12 plus 4 instead of the 20.
Wait, what?
I rolled
I was wondering why you rolled another
I rolled
20.
my 20 for damage. So to see how much damage I did, I'll replace it with the d12 roll before.
Just roll damage again for the first one.
Yeah.
You had 7.
Or for both, yeah.
Okay, 2 damage for both attacks.
Of course. 1d12. So this one was been, that first one was just 6. Plus the 9, because the superiority die still counts.
Plus 9?
Yeah, well, what did I roll my superiority?
I don't
It was
remember.
plus 8. Because I had 17 total and I rolled a 9 on the damage, so it would have been, my superiority was plus 8 anyway. So in this case, it's 14 instead of 17.
Okay.
So, and then my second one hit, so this is my second damage.
Yeah.
And that's 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, can I close the door?
I mean, you can push it closed, but the
It'll be
dude
fine.
can just fall over in front of it. So it's gonna have to be a hell of a push.
I thought it was
I'll have to pull it open.
opened.
You pull it away from you.
So I have to like try and grab it.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have to move it. It's still gonna have to close through this dude's corpse.
When you feel like in front of the door, he's prone.
It opens outwards. So either way, it's gonna go hit him on the way.
He's
That's
smack
extra
on the
damage.
middle of the door.
Right in front of the door.
Can't that do like 1d3 damage?
That's not a bonus action. That is an action. It's a full
I
action.
crush his head in the door.
Yeah.
So I would say no, but only for that reason. You do it, you hit it, and it just boom into the dude who's right in front of the door.
Alright, then
Gotta be funny.
I wonder if you'll take damage from the door swinging in.
Man, you can't just.
I mean, if you want to
kill
make
him
it
with the door.
No, the bonus action would be like to push it closed, but
Yeah,
not to actually
yeah.
attack with the door.
That's why I'd be an act.
That'd be
That's
fun
what I
too.
said.
It
You
would
can
be-
attack with the
Yeah,
door.
You could as an action.
yeah, then
Just smash their head.
Okay, that was close, but it is the dude's turn. He stands up, first of all.
Oh, nice.
He,
Nice.
for his action, he is
Screams
going
like a
to
bitch.
attack the flaming monkey of death.
That sounds like a nightmare, dude.
He's having a nightmare, he only rolls a 10, which I'm assuming does not hit.
No.
And then he just like super loud, and that is his turn. Fantasia.
Wow. Jesus.
That's why I wish all of us went before he did.
Man.
Beat his ass.
It was actually Mulgrew pretty close to killing him.
Yeah.
Why not? So I'm going to use id insinuation on my boy here.
What?
Well, one of her psychic moves she's been spamming lately. She He'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he's super wise.
Yes.
He rolled a 3.
Nice, so he does not do it. So along with taking a d12 of damage, he...
Well, roll the d12 of damage first,
Yeah.
because it might kill him. So,
Well,
psychically dies in front of him.
That is actually a nightmare.
Collapses into he gets attacked by a flaming monkey and then gibberingly dies in front of everybody. So.
he takes 9 damage.
No, he doesn't die.
Okay, so he goes in a bit of a spasm, and then he is incapacitated.
What does it do?
The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated. At the end of each of its turns, it'll take 1d12, and it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so he just basically like sits down and is just like looks like pretty like parapletic. Anything else you want to do? And right now, I will say you're an intelligent enough being that you know that you are currently blocking anyone else getting out of this place. They're below you.
Wait,
In
no, I
a
was
small
watching what's-
crawl space. I mean, only one of
Yeah.
you is watching because it's a small door.
Yeah.
So, and Fantasia went first.
Yeah.
So she can get out.
Oh, she
So,
went last.
No, but in the
yeah,
in the
but
initiative
that
order.
would put me at the
So
end.
she's like do the thing.
Yeah.
She like scrambles past you and like you get pushed out of the way. You can't see.
Alright, so with that, she's just gonna be like, blip blip, move a little up.
What the hell is a blip blip?
A blip blip
So you-
is
Alright, where you going? Are
Like
you going
tippy
this way or you
taps.
going this way? Which way you
just
going?
getting up so they can get some.
Yeah, which way you going?
Chill. I'm gonna get closer towards the flaming monkey, because that's interesting, and I have no attention
Okay.
spans.
Azul, your turn. Fantasia fucking stepped on your face to get out and climb
Damn
out
it,
of his
Fantasia.
face.
And I go over here
some
and
shit.
I cast lightning bolt.
Go ahead.
19.
19. That definitely hits.
Good. 6.
Okay, you lightning blast this guy. He's like gibbering, like drooling, and then you just and he just like it just falls to the side. Do you want to do anything else?
No. I was like, that was my time.
He's dead. Currently, you can remove him from the board if you like.
Okay, I would
Tintin, it's your turn. What do you do?
are we still moving in
Mm-hmm.
turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Okay, I would like to say, Azul, change to the guy we just beat. Everybody, let's throw him in a well.
Mm.
So I can't reach it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
We should
Leave.
cut up his body and serve the things to stop making noise.
Alright, do you want his eyes?
No. This is not a situation where I need to guide up
Yeah.
us.
He made it. I mean,
It's
I
only
know
if I
we
steal
still
from
in.
you.
Yeah, he said we're saying that, but I didn't want to be. I want to grab him.
Alright. Well, that's his rule. I like the idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're feeding a man and
Nope.
stealing his
Now
identity.
it is your turn.
Okay, so Chenya, it is your turn. Tintin just gave you that instruction.
To do what?
No, he gave an instruction.
Yeah,
I gave him.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The
He
flame.
gave instruction to
He said
throw
let's
the
throw his
dude
body.
in the hole.
Yeah. You're throwing him in the
Okay, I
hole.
start picking up the dude. In
Okay,
monkey form.
roll a quick strength check.
Thank God I'm in monkey form. Wait, where did my die go? Oh, here we go. This is my strength modifier. I think it's a
Is
D.
your flame sword still up?
I can use one here.
Yeah, he's just
I mean,
like
he's-
grabbing it like
He's not being delicate, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
up.
dragging this dude's corpse across the floor.
one leg,
You know.
the other leg spread.
Also roll a quick intelligence check.
15. Intelligence
He
check?
never succeeds at these, even though he's the most intelligent.
13.
So
13
that-
strength.
That was strength? Okay,
Yeah,
you
that's
start to
strength.
drag the guy fairly okay across the
And then
tiles.
intelligence. 18.
18, you realize there's two options here. There is put him in the hole or feed him to the raptors.
Feed him to the raptors, knowing animals.
It is a bit further away. That's what I'm going to say. It's basically where the edges of this map are. So the hole is a bit closer, but you think like if I drag him to the hole, is it going to be like a blood drag
Okay.
to the hole? If not, there's the thing. and you've got to just move. You've got to just act now. You don't have time.
I'm listening to what
before-
Tintin said, so I'm going to the hole.
Okay, cool. So you drag him your movement towards the hole.
Yes.
Wait, is it full speed or half? Because usually we do
He rolled a decent enough strength check. It's fine. He's a pretty strong. He's a giant ape. So
You can still say what you want to say about that. When
yeah,
it's
if you
your
want to
turn.
say something, go
It's
ahead.
your
Now
turn.
you can, yes.
You know what? I probably would have thought about doing this.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, whatever.
He's playing like the dumbest character ever.
That doesn't matter.
He wants to see
He
it.
always done this before.
Yeah.
Top side people, so it's not like, you know.
It makes sense.
He would
I
say
mean,
something
dude,
like
if you can argue with me, I'm all down. And then you do what you want.
Damn it, Thomas.
Okay, Mogram, it is your turn.
So he is in this hole now, not really accessible.
He's not in the hole yet. Chenye just dragged him to the edge of the hole.
Smack the monkey. Then I feel like I would act without discussing it. His body's there. I'm just gonna cut off a leg or something.
Okay, so you run up to the body and cut off the leg.
Yeah.
Okay, you run to the body and you I rolled just a quick strength check with advantage. You've done this multiple times before.
Yeah, that's the one right there. It's
Natty 18.
Yeah, it's 18.
Are you like executioner style, just like lop his entire leg off?
Yeah. And pick it up and toss him to the raptor.
Oh, you throw it to the raptors?
Yeah. Well, I can get close enough.
Wait,
to
technically, aren't we still in the silence thing?
No, the silence is like here somewhere
Yeah,
in the
but
corner.
wherever the noisy rafters are, if they're still going.
Okay, so roll a quick, yeah, and just roll a ranged attack.
What? How do I do like?
Whatever is your ranged
Dexterity.
attack bonus.
That plus your dexterity and your you're fine.
Yeah, it's 15.
Natural
My
fantastic.
dex is +1.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you like lock this leg into one of the raptor's things and you just see the raptor just like catch it and just like the blood just flying everywhere. That was-
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fantasia, what do you want to do?
Have,
You watch Mogram basically just run up to this corpse, chop off his leg and throw the leg to the raptor, which then eats the leg.
Okay, so there were two going crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, feeling pretty cocky, pulling out the old smoky and one to go, so.
The what?
Your smoke stick.
What the hell?
She's gonna go and try to chop off his other leg and do the same.
Okay. Go ahead and walk up to the dude
Alright.
and roll a quick, simple strength check with advantage. Just a normal strength check for you.
Oh no. Oh my, that's a 10.
You start hacking at this leg, but it's a pretty big leg. You realize it's gonna take you a bit of time to hack through this shit.
Big
And you just watch Fantasia run up and just start just like
I'm
hacking
just astounded
at
at
this
this.
thing's
Don't
leg.
just get him in the hole. I see him mows. And then just.
So it's your turn.
We have to quiet.
Does that?
I transform into the guy that we just brutally murdered.
How are you doing, sir?
I mean, I got my hat in disguise.
How does double check that it's able to do it in a quick time like that?
It doesn't say
Did
anything,
you say
but
disguise yourself as?
while wearing this hat, you can use an action to cast the disguise self
There you go.
spell.
So you use an action to cast
Yep.
disguise self. Cool. So yeah, you quickly transform into the dude that you just seen.
Yep, the spell ends if the hat's removed,
Okay.
or if I do it myself.
And are you doing anything else? So you use
And
your
then
action.
I walk up to this door, and I walk in to see if I see anybody.
Okay, so yeah, you walk in through the door, and you walk into what would be like a pretty large, like, kitchen space. And coming through the door just ahead of you is a very large looking, like, female ogre type looking creature. And she is she's just bursting through the door and she's starting to say, like, you better not have a... That's pretty much all you hear as she comes through.
I can say that.
No,
Okay.
not yet. Tintin, what do you do?
I go
You
to,
see Azul just
Yeah,
step
put me in
through
the
the
door. Put me
doorway
through the
into
door.
the other side,
Yeah.
into the room.
Right there.
is the door swinging this way or that way?
It's
towards
the house.
This way?
No, it came out.
Let's just say it
Yeah,
swings
something
to
like
the
this.
other way.
Yeah,
It doesn't
the
matter.
other way? Alright, so
You can
if
just
the
say
door
I
is
hide
this
behind
way,
wherever the
Yeah.
door is open.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's
My
it.
bad. I just want to know.
You're hiding behind the open door.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
And I say, if you're gonna feed it to him, just feed it to him. And that's it.
That would be up to Shay then.
Okay. I will roll for this random NPC.
Oh, and silence is dropped. Sorry.
Just a whole squad busting. Everything.
GG's boys. GG's boys.
Okay, so this large. Wait, where's my information?
I could, you know, just.
It's a zoo.
I mean, we could just vanish, you know. I don't know how many of you know invisibility, but this could be Azul's place to fall.
So, as you approach, you go through the door, and then this creature is coming through the door, and in front of you is a huge humanoid being. She is wearing like heavy, like hide armor stretched across her body. She stands about 8 feet tall. She's like ducking under the doorway inside. She has, pulling from her back, she is pulling this wicked looking long curved blade. She's got like scraggy, like dirty grey hair. And she, I mean, for all intents and purposes, looks about as piratey as any pirate you ever pirated right now.
Told you we should have bought Shut Up.
Shut up.
Yeah, and she turns round to you and she just looks at you and she says,
Felt that.
Did you get that down?
I go to the knee and I bow. And
Stop! Just stop!
he just I was just
That is not.
and hold on with that.
well, no, let's wait till your turn. But because we're still in turn order, she yells something at you, and she pulls out her sword, and she just starts walking towards you, and she's like basically walks right up to you, and we're gonna still stay on the outside. What the fuck is the? Yeah, right up. To you. She's not a cub; it's a big sword. You know, you get the picture. Big,
You don't have to
big
taller
dude.
than I think you
Big dudette.
I'm assuming.
Right.
I'm assuming.
I thought you
She's
said
looming
I'm
8 feet above you
assuming
right
she
now.
said something in ogre.
Anyway, we'll wait until your turn to see what you do about this. It is now. It is now Chenye's turn. Technically speaking, first it's Chenye's turn. You have one turn to do something before that happens. Don't mean you're not going to walk into the building and do stuff. That was cool fluff for the stream, for the video. What do you do prior to that happening, Chenye? Because you are
Putting the
actually
body in the hole.
you're natural 20. Okay, you just shove this
Yeah, I
body
was like, fuck.
pretty easily into the hole. What do you? So that's you actually just stuff this thing in the hole super fast.
Oh,
You've got your movement and a bonus action if you want to do something.
I was hacking it.
Everyone, yeah. Fantasia looks really disappointed. As you like mid-hack, you just stuff this body in the hole.
I was like, you should have listened to Tintin.
You see this ape go like, "Woo," and you
No.
hear. You should have listened to Tintin in your head.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, she hears it or not, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on inside, so I just like, I'm just standing there dazed that they were trying to hack it. You know?
Just looking at the corpse in the hole.
No, I shut that latch.
Okay, you shut the latch.
And
Right.
then,
You got movement. You want to do anything? Like currently, there's the situation around you. There is 2 raptors at the far side. They're starting to get pretty agitated. There's 2 raptors closer to you, just behind you to this side. One of them is tearing into some kind of flesh. The other one is super agitated and like smashing on
yeah,
this
shit,
door.
you're right.
You're currently standing in the middle of this open space, feeling pretty vulnerable out here by yourself. Well, not by yourself, but in the middle of this space.
I'm gonna.
You can take away the corpse there and stuff like that. Unless, you know, the other guys are going to go in there and
I mean, I'll leave it
keep
on.
hacking away at this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading towards Tintin.
Okay, so you walk up behind Tintin.
Yeah, I'd say like I'm like right here. And then I message Tintin and I say, I did what you said.
Wait.
I communicate,
Oh,
I
yeah,
yell
yeah,
at
you
him,
can.
and, you know, monkey.
You yell at him?
Oh
I
my
don't-
god.
Yeah,
Say.
I mean, and you come to me.
You are not stupid enough to yell at someone in a stealth operation.
Oh yeah, you're right. I go up to Tintin and I did what you said.
So this monkey goes, and you hear,
You already hear that?
Yeah.
he can speak directly to people with his color.
It can only be at one person, so I can't speak to a group. I can speak to one
He
person.
can direct his speech to
I have
people.
to wait until my turn, but.
That's what you said. It's okay. So it is now the large beings thing. It does what I said just then. Mulgrim. What do?
You see
The
the-
body in front of you just got stuffed in the hole.
And you
You
see
hacked
how
off the
the
leg
raptors
satisfyingly.
Shield.
You're seeing Tintin hiding behind a door. The raptors that are not the leg you fed to are getting super agitated. One is like looking like it's about to bust through this door and soon-ish. Everything else around you is fairly quiet. The door over there, the big door, is really quiet. Actually, no, not. It's now. Anyway, what do you want to do?
Damn. Ton of options here.
How cool are the little spiders crawling around on this
Yeah,
ship?
so
sick. Anyway, sorry.
from where I'm at right now, I can get over to where Ginny and Tintin are without
Every-
passing in front of the door.
Every square is a square,
Yeah, I don't do that.
That's kind
so you could, yes.
Yeah, then I'm gonna move in
I know,
and
right?
then ready next.
So sick. Okay, so you're just gonna also, you guys are just lined up behind the door,
Makes the most
just
sense.
waiting.
like straight out of like some comedy movie.
It makes the most sense. I gotta get out of the way over here.
You're ready an attack or something?
Yeah, I would be waiting for anything to come through.
Just remember where you are right now, you wouldn't be able to hit it. You'd have to stand right next to the door to hit it with
Yeah.
whatever you've got. Like you can't move up and hit it. You'd have
You
to.
want? We can
Right now,
try-
if something came to the door, you couldn't hit it with a melee attack.
I'm
Is
going
that
to
range?
stand in front of Tintin.
In the doorway?
Well, no, I'm gonna be like, I can't like scoot in, like push him back and be like.
I mean, you'd have to roll a strength check to see if you can push him out of the way.
I would have to roll a strength check. to see
Yeah.
if
Actually, an opposing strength check, so you can go and try to
Unless
push
you
the
let
student
him
out of
do
the
it.
way.
Well, just let somebody push me out. What if it's Smuggler was going?
Go ahead.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
You just saw
Roll.
this man
You
shovel.
run up. You go to a strolling. You're like, I am more effective at attacking than this man
That's
is.
exactly what
So
I'm doing.
Morgan runs up to you and he goes to push you out the way.
I go not to push because I have to like I probably put my arm on his shoulder and kind of you look to be like I gotta.
But you're still moving him out the way.
Yes.
Forcing
Now,
him.
if you push your put the hand on my shoulder, I'll move.
He's a
Right.
psychotic priest.
Yeah, okay.
Kills
He's still gonna have to move you.
for fun.
You were letting him
Okay.
move you aggressively.
Yeah.
Not aggressively.
He's like,
Well, I mean, I guess.
Like a shove at
you let it happen.
Yeah.
Just
I wanted to find out how strong Tintin really is. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, moving 18.
That was-
so you like semi-carefully move him out of the way. He looks a little disgruntled, but you like step in front.
Yeah,
Like-
I gotta actually get right behind this door.
Just gives him flash.
You get the impression it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to get in this way.
Yeah, I just didn't want a lot of. That's fine. That's the only thing since I thought about it.
You know what happened last time you tried to
Okay, so Morgrim is there, hiding behind the door, readying an attack for something to come through the door.
Yeah.
For an enemy. Cool. Fantasia, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Do you want to go down the hall and keep hacking at this stupid leg?
I want to, but how restless is my guy at that gate? Gonna see
The
it.
raptor?
Yeah.
One of the two that was closest to you is very, very restless. It is smashing against this gate. You would have to roll a perception check to see how the gate is faring against the
Alright.
raptor.
I'm not even gonna risk that. I just hear a bunch of banging, so I'm going to try and knock it out with some hypnotism. Hypnosis. There we go.
Go ahead. Roll the
Is that a concentration spell?
It's a wisdom, and yes, it is. I don't have anything concentrated.
All on.
Oh, okay.
Oh goodness, this is supposed to say.
No, I'm just saying. Just remember that, okay?
I don't like what you're saying.
Don't forget that you have a concentration spell. Is all I'm saying.
Let feet out of the leg that right to even just fine.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you was gonna do, grab the body back out and yeah.
Just super chunk that bitch.
Okay, so what was it? What's it?
Wisdom, please.
Oh, very good.
Tell me there.
It rolled a natural 1, 2, 2.
Oh, good. So he is knocked out just like
Okay, so the second raptor just like immediately just like sits on its haunches and just lies on its side and it just I'm cold.
What damage does it take?
It doesn't take damage.
It's just a knockout.
Yeah.
It's a stun basically. But
Alright.
it's until you lose concentration.
Lose concentration or a
When does
minute
it make a
pass.
save?
A minute.
After a minute it makes a save?
Wait, does it make a
No,
save?
it doesn't. It's just
Save
gone
every
for a
round.
minute.
It doesn't make a save every round or anything like that?
No, it says while charmed, this feature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Spell ends of an infected creature takes any damage, or someone using an action to shake it out of its stupor.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, this one raptor in itself. That's a good win. I like it. That's all your turn.
Oh wait, no, I'm moving.
Are you
I
gonna
see
move?
everyone over there, so
Are you moving in front of the door?
I'm gonna get on the
You
other
move here,
side.
you move
Give me,
here.
give me the clamp so I
So
can.
you telling me you running past the door? That's what you doing?
No, I'm getting on the other side. Oh,
That's
wait,
So
what
you're
you're
running
past the
past
door.
the door.
yeah, so I am running fast.
So yes.
Yes, you don't know what's on the other side.
All right. So how are you running? You running like just the shortest way to
Yeah.
it or longest?
Shortest.
Like,
Just shortest, you just get into the wall. No one knows what Azul's going
Azul.
It
This
is
big
your
bitch
turn.
behind me.
You can see it. Everybody going to that.
This huge,
Did I?
like half
Did I
giant
understand
looking.
the language?
Do you speak ogre?
No, I just
No.
saw a
Do you
chest.
speak lizard man?
Primordial.
You do not understand the language.
So
She just says some gibberish to you in front of you and like seems to be like roll a quick what would it be? What's the one way you can see?
Perception.
Yeah, comprehend
Insight.
language would have been nice, wouldn't it?
would have been.
Yes, roll a quick insight.
Wait, what is it?
I said comprehend language.
6.
Gibberish. Complete gibberish. You have no idea what they said or what they mean. They went like and like pulled out a weapon.
Alright, and I stand up like this and say,
And I can only cast it on myself. So.
in primordial,
Okay.
I say, sorry, excuse me, I am feeding them to shut them up.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I am ready. Shocking grasp. If they swing at me.
Okay.
That's all I got.
We will, if they do, we will roll an initiative to see what happens there.
Okay, alright.
And I will allow you to ready it. I'm okay with that. It's quite smart.
Or actually, I should say, sorry. Can I change that to one other one? If not,
Yeah.
fuck. That's all I got. That's like shatter.
You're readying shatter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Tintin.
That's loud.
You just got like moved out of the way. And you definitely hear like
Yeah.
inside and then like in like response. In some weird guttural language. You're like, is that Azul's voice?
Yeah. I
I'm
tried.
I'm ready for an attack. Yeah, through the door.
What attack are you ready?
Just a swing.
Just an attack with
Yeah,
your
with
weapon.
my sword, my long
Again,
sword.
as before, if someone walks to that door, you cannot reach them where you currently are.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna wait. Okay. Cool. Chenye, what do you want to do?
Oh wait.
So he's like,
But if something would come within my attack radius, or can I
You're
ready?
ready an attack.
Can I ready attack to move if something comes up, or
No,
just ready to
you
attack?
can just ready an attack.
Yeah, so if you can't hit it when it gets
I would like to ready rock throw.
Do you need a rock to do said rock throw?
I mean, there's a bunch of stone. It's a
Yes.
strong monkey.
You
Can I look around? I'm gonna look around and
Yes,
see if
you
there's
can
anything
use-
I can throw that.
you can use your bonus action to look to find a rock.
Boom! 24.
Just find a
Okay,
boulder.
you find like
25.
no rock but a horseshoe.
Fuck it, good enough.
Like an old rusty horseshoe.
Yeah, if an enemy comes through, I can see it. I got my light fire
You're
blade in
gonna
my
horseshoe this bitch in the face.
Yeah. Good luck for us.
Since it is
Okay,
rusty,
to the large creatures. It fucking swings its sword at you so hard. It's not even funny. So roll a quick initiative. See if you get off the shadow before it gets off the attack.
nope, not from that look.
Yikes.
Are we off?
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a natural 5, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so this thing pulls out. It's already got the sword out. You say something, it just goes like, "What are you?" and just like swings at you and attacks. So, yeah, it is going to attack you.
Less than ideal.
Hey guys, sounds like it's losing trouble.
That one, I don't know if it's actually going to hit you, which is
Azul turns around, all of us are through the other door. And it closes and latches.
I rolled a 14.
Whew, it does not hit
It
me.
like smashes off your armor, and you're like, "Oh, that was close." And then it just pulls back and swings for a second.
Oh no! Oh no!
Natural 2. And again, like poof, off the armor that you've got on you, it's like smashing and like lightning and stuff is going off. Well, not lightning, like ice is like blasting off your
I
armor.
should've.
It is your turn. You can use your shadow.
Do I want to use shadow now? Yeah. I guess it don't
I
matter.
mean, you're
We're
ready
about
in
to
shadow. You can
Yeah.
Get, we're about to get loud, so fuck it. Yeah. So it needs to make a con save.
Can any of us even get in there?
It rolled a 22.
Well, that definitely doesn't pass. No. It takes 3d8 or half of 3d8. So, yeah, that's fine.
That's a number.
6, 11, 15. So it'll take 7. I mean, yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, Morgrim.
Oh, because I cast a level 1, I go back 10 feet.
Are you gonna like?
Shoot! Yeah, I'm out.
Morgrim, roll a
thinking
quick
about it.
intelligence check.
Oh shit! He never seen me do that.
Yeah.
What? He know he
Intelligence
turned into.
modifier and that's
He know he turned into the other one.
Yeah,
that
but
was
he
saying.
said, "I'm gonna roll attack if an enemy exits the door." And Morgrim is not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Alright, good. He did good.
Well, it's 14 then, so I got not minus 2 intelligence.
He had a 16.
So 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you see like a lizard man that you just killed. You're like, huh, like almost like gust out of the door behind you, like with this like whoosh of wind below it, and you're like, pretty sure lizard men don't do that. Probably okay, and you do not swing down and decapitate whatever just came out of the doorway.
He's like, no, no. That is me. That is.
Okay, Morgrim, it's your turn.
Slamming the door.
You don't wanna move?
You're closing the door.
Closing the door.
I can't. It was just an action. I
Yeah,
was
it
holding.
was just part of his move. As a reaction, it wasn't actually his turn. So Morgrim is slamming the door closed. So I mean, that's probably bonus action at this point. No one's in the way. So you bonus action, slam the door closed. What do you want to do? You got an action and movement.
I think much further than that. Ooh, I'm gonna be able to do opposing strength on that again. Yeah, I'm gonna close the door and tell the group that whatever's back there is probably coming. No. There's just not a lot of work over there.
No, it's not.
Now, what kind of body in this situation here? We gotta fight. Fight a big bitch.
That's a huge
She seems angry.
And I just did chatter, so everybody knows something.
Oh yeah, like as
Oh,
like explosion went off
fuck.
in a kitchen, which is tiled. Like you hear like,
Yep.
all around the.
I thought he'd do a
Thunder.
shot.
Excellent. Shocking grass was clever. I don't know why you changed that.
Because I wouldn't have been able to back up.
But you can if you hit him.
I can't move.
We see your turn.
I mean, technically you could.
Yeah.
The shocking glass, you could just move because you can't get into it.
It was a reaction though. It's not my turn.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason why I held.
No, but
Okay,
wouldn't you go next though? No matter what?
You would go next, yeah. But anyway, Morgan, what do you want
It's
to do?
okay. It's all
Yeah,
part
but
of the story.
That's
oh shit, you're right.
Smoke
What's
lobster.
going on to do with
Yeah,
So you
I thought it was the
chose
start of
the
my turn. At the
That
start
was a
of the
bonus
turn.
actually. So an action and a movement. Do you want to do anything?
There's not much to do, I don't think. Morgan probably would have gone and fight actually.
No, Morgan's not. He's not battle stupid. He's just stupid.
That's true.
Yeah, he's waiting for her to walk in the door.
Close the door, ready to attack. I'm like crouch a little bit, so I'm like a little shot or something.
So you're ready to attack if someone comes through the door.
Yeah.
Remember, you're on the
Got
side
it.
of the door.
Fantasia, what are you doing?
No, it's
No,
swinging
I am.
Fantasia's side.
No, it don't. We keep
Yes,
saying this
no.
multiple
Rick
times.
said he's hiding behind
Behind the door. Rick is
You
hiding
on that
behind the
side.
door, which means it opens up this way.
Okay, if that's the case, down here close the door, I would move to the other side of the door.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself to the other side of the door.
Yeah,
Someone
so
else can-
Do you also push Fantasia out of it?
She's not even in the way.
Yeah, I'm probably
Oh.
going for it.
Got it? Okay. Fantasia, what do you want to do? Morgan just slammed the door closed. You heard like some kind of shattery explosion inside the room. Morgan slammed the door and moved to the other side with you.
And ready to axe.
And he's readying an axe.
Yeah,
Well, I cannot see what is on the other side, so everything I have is useless right now. And I still have to focus on keeping him. So yeah, she's just gonna. Mogram hasn't been touched, so
She's just chilling.
yeah, she's just vibing.
Okay, Azul,
Oh yeah. So
you
take
you've
it.
gussed out of the room.
And I'll say here. Alright, ready. I will do chaos bolts.
You're readying Chaos Bolt for what?
When she walks through that damn, if she sticks her head out through it. Actually, I'll do scorching ray. I hold scorching ray in case she steps through the door.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tintin. I assume you are readying an attack. Chenye.
So, this is a stable, right?
Indeed.
Right?
It is a large carriage parking area
Sure.
with stables. Yes.
Sure. So this is a strange question, but is there like rafters in the top for like to
Above
or
you?
above me
No,
or
you
here?
are in the open air. Right?
Yep, and he said that you can see a little
Balcony, no
balcony
one's on.
that
There's a
nobody.
balcony on the house that is like up here somewhere, like 3 stories up.
Is there anything like
You are currently in the
above?
open air.
Oh, above? Is there any like lantern posts here? Something above the door?
I would say there's a couple of above the door.
Yeah.
No, there is a lantern like to the right of the door slightly that is on like a sconce, but it's not lit.
I try to jump on and grab the opposite flame hand
Okay.
and hold on.
Go
to
ahead
it.
and roll
So go do it with your
a
horseshoe.
athletics
Yeah,
check.
it's fine.
Just drop it.
He hooks onto it with his horseshoe.
Yes. There you go. Athletics.
Athletics.
That's actually possible.
Give me that bonus. Being an 8. Nat 20.
So you leap above
Just
the
for
rest
that.
of the group and you grab onto this lantern and you like ready your sword.
Yeah. So I'm ready to like drop on this bitch when she comes.
Okay. Well, so you're readying to what?
If any enemy comes through, I just drop right on top of them.
Okay.
Think of it.
So
About it. I could
I
have
gotta
done
roll some
that.
damage.
We're gonna. No, I forgot. I can walk on walls. I could have done the same thing. We're near a door, an entryway. Well, I don't want to stand under a giant death monster.
Into what's your initiative? What's your initiative?
It was a 6.
Wait, mine was a 16. Why did I go last?
No, yours was a natural 20.
You're
Yeah,
going first.
Oh, we're still going off of the original.
Yeah, she's after you.
It's her turn, but I'm just adding
Oh,
the other
I'm
creature.
after.
The other peeps who heard the bird is a word and call her.
Oh, he had you two roll initiative for
Yeah, because I was
Yeah,
holding
I just
something.
wanted to
She
see
was
who would
really-
attack first because they were both holding something.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not that. Okay.
It's got to get ugly, y'all.
No, no.
Really
Nah,
ugly.
it's gonna be fun.
No, I'm about to get in.
It's gonna be fun.
It'll be fine.
So, Fantasia, you are waiting. You're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Everyone's staring at the door, and the wall beside you just starts to, and then it just bows and just, she just bursts through the wall behind you. Just put the right behind Fantasia, please.
Oh, that's hot.
No,
Did she make it?
outside behind Fantasia.
Did she make it straight?
Oh.
She made an intelligence check. She's not the
Do I
smartest.
hit her?
You are waiting for someone to come through the door. You specifically
Come
said
on, I'm waiting for
Yeah,
her pocket.
that she's not the stupidest thing in the world.
But she's big as shit and I see her.
No, you do, but you're taken aback. You see her smash through the door to the
Weird.
next, and she says, "Well, well, well."
Wait, did she smash through this one or this one?
That one,
one,
she
the
did
corner.
not hit me in the
Ah.
You can just take it away.
Trying to get us tackled.
Yikes.
She smashes through this door. This giant, you all see her now, this gigantic, like 8-foot tall woman with like leather armor on, wielding this massive, like curved, like jagged blade in her hand. She's gonna swing down at Fantasia.
Well, that's not nice.
She rolls a 20.
Why?
Yeah, that didn't hit.
Ah. He's not gonna like that,
I
but
tried to shoot her, okay?
it hurts. I can, it hurts.
Can I throw my horseshoe from the original?
No, your hand is on the.
You said when an enemy comes through the door, she did not come through the door.
You know
That's
that's
why I
why.
rolled an intelligence check to see if she would go through, because she might have gone through the door. But she's not stupid. She's just quite stupid.
I just got to build a wall. What is this?
You take blah, blah, blah. You take 14 slashing damage. And then she is gonna swipe again.
It's worse.
She rolled a natural 1. She there's a bit of like dust in her eye, and she's just like, oh! She like swipes at you, but misses.
Cool, and now she has fire in her eye.
Okay,
She does
it
hellish
is
rebuke.
Mogram's turn.
No, she does hellish rebuke. She
Are you
just got
hellish
smacked.
rebuking?
Yes. She
What
was-
does she take?
She is going to. Well, hopefully it's good because of a big old 11.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's. I was hoping for 30 for somehow. But yeah, she takes a 11 in revenge.
Okay. Mogram, it's your turn.
Swing.
Are you moving to swing?
Yeah, and then what she like.
She is 2 squares away from you, or a square away from you. But next to
Yeah, I'm gonna
you.
use my bonus attack. What's it called? The aggressive. Choose my bonus action to move towards an enemy.
Good.
And swing.
Swing.
It's a 22 hit,
That's, yeah.
and I can re-roll on a 1 for damage with Great Weapon Master, or rather, what is it? Wait. It literally, I get, if I roll a 0 or 1, I'm immediately able to find it. I can. Oh yeah, Great Weapon Fighting is a proficient. I can re-roll 1 or 2 on damage dice.
Okay.
That's a 12. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That's good damage, okay.
Yeah, 7 plus 4, 11 damage there. I'll attack again. This one's a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
And I'm rolling against the 1. 10 plus 4, 14 damage. And then I'm going to spend an additional superiority die for a third attack.
Go ahead.
14 again.
Just hits again.
And another 11 damage.
Jeez. Welcome fucking go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, she took some good damage there.
Yeah, that's me. And actually,
Fantasia.
Alright. Gonna try out this fancy centaur I attuned to. So, yeah, since she's right in front of me, I'm gonna swing at her. Please do something. Oh god. Oh! I assume that was a miss. That was a 9.
That is a
for
miss.
hit.
Yeah. The
And-
dust like bursting out from the wall just gets in your eyes and you're trying to swing and you just miss.
Alright. Ooh, her second attack is a 14.
Just hits.
Alright, so. Ooh. Oh, it's twice. Cool. So she's gonna take regular damage and then an extra damage due to the ice. So let's see. The first roll she takes 2 damage, and then the ice damage she takes 1 ice damage.
That's
Alright.
some serious damage. Right
Yeah, and so to back up that serious damage she did, I'm going to use her bonus action to cast. Where is that? Mine. Is it Mind Thrust? Yeah, Mind Thrust.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes, 1 bonus
Bonus
action
action.
is a casting time.
Okay.
And she must make an intelligence saving throw.
She's super intelligent. She rolls a 7.
Nice. Alright, so she is going to take 3d6 damage, and it can only use dash and disengage on its next turn.
Okay.
Block him up.
What?
You heard me?
Oh shit.
Well,
So that.
I see you.
she's getting a hold of her psychic abilities, and another 10 damage from that. And wait, she only dash or disengage. That means she wouldn't get an attack of opportunity if I were in.
Oh, you would roll. Oh wait, is it just a? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
How much damage, sorry?
wait, oh, 10. That was 10.
Yeah.
That was her last one.
Okay. Azul.
I just cast a lightning bolt
I let you go.
from my hand and I hit her.
I let you go.
Natural 14 plus 7, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
21.
It's
10.
damage.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So as you all cast, you look to the side and the door slowly opens, and as it opens, you see a
This door?
yeah.
Nice.
You see a finely dressed man step out, and he
I don't know what he is.
Hey, Rick, why are you over here?
he
Oh yeah, you walked over there. I'm trying to remember why.
yeah.
you
So anyway, he's gonna step out of the door. He's stepping out of the door. So yeah, it's quite a finely dressed man. He's wearing blue robes and armor, and there's something just not quite right looking about him. It's a bit weird. He's way too clean cut and handsome to be a pirate. And he has a scar over his right eye with like an eye patch over it at the moment. And he has like this scraggy grey hair. And he says, as he comes out, he says, well. Looks like we've got some more intruders. and he unsheathes his sword and pulls out a shield from his back, a gleaming, looks like dragons.
If he walked in, then I'm jumping down on his head before he's able to.
Jump on
Well,
his head.
no, no.
Yeah, I was going to attack with somebody came.
Wait, would I not have advantage because he has no idea? He's
No,
above.
you just get to do the attack.
And do I get to swing on him?
Yeah.
And does he get shot?
Fuck your monologue.
We attacked Garrett before his monologue, and
Wait, what?
we don't do so well.
16.
Wait.
Aren't you ready to shoot someone as well?
I'm gonna use my inspiration
So a question.
to get a reroll and advantage.
Go ahead.
Did he not get hit by this huge ass shadow that was in this little bitty ass kitchen?
You don't know what happened.
Where's that net 20? No!
Yeah,
14.
You jump down, 14. You jump down, he's just taking the shield off his back and he just smacks you with the shield and you slide to the side.
16.
16. Yeah, so he's just doing that. He's just bringing the shield back and you get in a jab and it stabs into his armor on his side. He's wearing this his robe is very long, but when you jab in, you feel like you hit some kind of plate under there, something weird. It's not metal armor that you feel, but it's something odd. And it glances off, but you do get a bit of a jabbing, so roll your damage.
Alrighty. Where's that?
Wait, did you get hit?
Oh yeah, your concentration breaks.
No, he has to roll
Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll against. You got to be a 10 or the
the
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Nice.
That you're fine.
16. So.
Alright.
Good call.
Yeah, I don't want to cheat that. It's hard. Concentration.
7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice. So he says, well,
Intruders.
well, fine. And he just pulls out his sword and shit like that. Okay, so he is going to. He's gonna go for the monkey.
Wait, what was his initiative? Isn't it my turn now?
No, it was his turn after his sword. He just walked through the door on his turn, and you attacked him.
I used it as mine was a reaction.
Yeah.
Yes, it's his
It's
turn.
still his
Oh,
turn.
sorry.
Because he
He
had
doesn't
He's at the
lose his
bottom.
whole turn because
He's at the bottom of the initiative. Okay.
him and whatever is coming also rolled really bad on their initiative, so they're at the end of the initiative order.
He's still going before me.
So he pulls out a strange it's not a great axe, but it's a large axe that could be one or two handed, but he seems to just easily just pull it out one handed. He's holding this jagged looking nasty black axe, and he hacks at the monkey. He does a 21 to hit.
Barely hits.
Yeah. And he does 11 damage.
Okay.
Small things.
Nothing.
And he then also switches his hand grasp around on the axe and just goes in for another attack.
Okay.
He rolls a 22 to hit.
Just barely. Back to back, just barely.
And he rolls 13 damage
13 damage.
with the axe.
Nice. A druid pops up in front of him.
So the monkey fades away. Do you lose the sword?
I have to now roll for using the
Twice.
Yeah.
So
At the
it's 13
damage-
and you have to
5.
Yeah, so the sword also just as you and you lose your sword as well in the process. And he just for his bonus action for cool fluff, he says, seems these stragglers need to be taught a lesson, Goria.
Stuck landing. Stuck landing.
He's stuck with that. Yeah. Tintan, it is your turn.
I swing with my frost dice. My
Frost dice.
Frost money sword. Oh, what the hell is my rolling? I missed.
Yeah, so he just brings up this bit large metal shield he has and just clangs off the shield easily.
Is it?
Okay.
Bonus action, I do spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where is the
I
spirit?
think I can only do a level 1. I can't do anything higher than that or level 2. Yeah, level 2. Wow.
Okay.
Crackle,
And you
crackle.
cast your spiritual weapon in front of him in a cool ass way. Okay, so rushing round the corner here comes
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think
4
Dudes.
Just a lot of
actually,
dudes.
I'm gonna put a different one for this.
No, I think it's going well actually.
Exactly what Mogul
We
would
just
want.
want to use this to make it easier. So
Iconic.
true. So so 30 feet direct straight line towards whoever.
30,
Yep, other one's all gonna save.
10, 20, 30.
Yeah, not that one. So they're gonna one's gonna dash out to Azul.
Now,
So-
would they? I look like a lizard man.
Okay.
Yes.
14. And the other two are going to dash towards Che, who is the closest.
10, 15.
Okay, so they can't do anything.
Alright, let me move this out of my way. I ain't gonna write anyway. Time to get the road on.
So the one at the back here is going to move to the corner, take hide, and you see that he pulls like a small bow from his back, and he just pulls back, and there's no like quiver on the bow. He pulls back, and there's like a green like string, and he pulls back, and a strange green arrow forms, and he fires the green arrow at the back of that's going to be Chenye probably, because it's closest. And he rolls.
This is our first magic user.
He
No,
rolls
it's
a
like-
12. Actually, might not hit.
Well.
My armor class is 12.
So he does hit.
Wait, it does it?
It has
Yeah.
to be equal. So.
Equal or more.
Wouldn't you like you could
Yeah, I thought it was-
if your armor class is 12, wouldn't you be able to take a hit up to 12?
No, you have to equal or above armor class to do damage.
Yeah.
It's just the rules of DC.
Can you hand me that beer that's in that there fridge over there, that small fridge?
So you take 13 acid damage as this strange arrow like jams into you. And at the end of your next turn, you will take 10 more acid damage.
Ouch.
I'm just gonna write that.
Danger row, officer. Danger.
If you can't get that, just give me a.
I got it.
Okay.
That is all of their turns, so it's Shinya, it's your turn.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But if I start moving this way, will they all have attack?
They will, yes.
All three of them.
2 of them.
Well, the boss is right next to him.
Oh, 3 of them.
Wait, like I said, does she get attack of opportunity?
Yes,
No,
they do.
because she can only dash and disengage. till
She doesn't.
Oh,
Shinya is
Yeah,
not
he's,
next.
Oh.
he's in front of 3
Yeah.
people here.
She
Well,
is
dress
not
man.
going to do much this turn, next turn, so.
well, dress man does.
He's here. That's there. It's not this person to read. Big babies. Lots of big babies.
I, sir, am ready to meet my maker.
We do, Jay.
Yeah, you can use an action to disengage, but that means you can't do anything.
You okay, right?
Yeah, it's
Get
kind
it
of got
on.
some hair in there.
Oh,
I don't want to, drink the
Remember?
hair.
As an
They ain't
action,
lying.
you can't use disengage.
You go to the
That's your
Oh, yeah?
action.
No, I'm going to the restaurant right now.
I mean, that's how you can
need
get
another
all
drink
for
from
one.
one of those?
Couldn't be an all night there.
Excuse me.
Interesting.
Bad positioning for us. Everybody left you hanging on that side of the door, you know?
No, not, he was, preparing himself for an attack. Kind of put himself in this one. Not a bad way, it just kind of worked out.
And I was not
Oh.
on that side.
Everyone will take collateral
I'm trying
damage.
for your drink, Thomas. It's tea drink.
Oh, that's a good call.
This is worse than thing. Chingy.
I am going to transform and will shift into a black bear.
Big ass bear.
Coincidentally,
The bear is more like a large dog. But, we're assuming
it's like a medium
Bear,
dog.
here.
You welcome back in. Y'all think what to do?
I got an idea. But, yeah.
Not that I had an idea, but too many people are close to me.
Got an idea. Sounds a little crazy. I'm getting pulled.
Who turned? Oh.
Thomas is he's in a bad spot, man.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Now, so that's exciting.
Yeah, I mean,
To be fair, this is nothing new for chain advantage.
I
You
guess
mean-
I will attack.
Classic shape contagion situation.
No, this is a lot worse. I guess I will
Good old Chantasia.
attack this guy.
Okay, you attack. The
What?
dude.
Okay, can we name it real quick regardless? Is this
That's one, then two, and then three.
Range is 4.
Hold on.
Range is 4.
Range is 4.
So this is one. Right here, son.
Yeah, and then 2, 3, 4 over here.
4.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's go ahead and write them names down. Gotta see them scores, L1, L2, L3, L.
Actually, let me, people.
Yeah, identify characters.
Let me do this, because
Yeah, because 2 of them are identical.
let me switch these dudes with people, because these are people, not lizards.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're people, I just didn't have to go.
I don't know. Why you put them on me?
Yeah, he's like, take them off, you take
It
them
was
off.
just
Oh.
hopeful. So these guys,
Pushing back.
why is he on you? Yeah, there we go.
Hold
No,
on,
I don't see it because these.
He can't see.
I got you.
Yeah, there, and then one on Mazul. These guys look like bona fide pirates. This guy with that guy. Yeah, they're not lizard men.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and how about this?
What are you doing?
Because I look like a lizard man.
Oh my god, okay, sure.
This.
Yeah,
This
okay.
let
But
him
that's
be.
not confusing.
So these guys look like bona fide pirates.
Sure. So
They look like dirty
bear.
pirates.
I'm going to just fucking
Maul the shit out of this.
maul this guy to fucking pieces. Hopefully.
The fucking pieces.
So I'm gonna take a bite at him.
Alright.
It's going to be a 7.
That is miss. This pirate has like
Tragic.
a solid leather armor on, and you just scrape across the armor, and it just scores it across the front of his
All right, I'm
armor.
gonna
And he says,
Nope.
"Yarr!"
for another one, but this time with my claws, and it's going to be a 14 to hit.
He like parries your claw away with his sword that he has. I don't know why I said that he has his sword that he obviously has as a
Interesting.
pirate.
Well,
So things look a little bleak.
all right. Yeah. It's my turn.
Yay!
Okay, Goria, she is going. What does she do? Run, disengage, and then
Disengage.
she is going to disengage.
Wait, you can disengage from 2
Yeah.
people?
That's an action. You can
That's an
use your action to just. That's what I
Yeah,
told
you can
Chinye
disengage.
multiple
Wait.
times. I said that.
I thought you could only
3
disengage from one
times.
person.
No, when you disengage, it means you out.
Yeah.
You should ask.
No, because I thought there's 3 people around me. I can only disengage from one of them.
No, disengage
He
is
said that quite a few times.
No, he said you can just disengage, but I was
Yeah.
thinking I could still take 2
It means you can
hits.
get out of someone's
range of attack.
But you see,
range
okay,
of
well,
attack.
see, you just said
If you would
someone.
like
Yeah,
to
but you-
disengage
Yeah,
from
that's like.
You should have asked though.
Okay, but when you say you can disengage, I mean, I was like, okay, from one person.
I will allow you to undo what you did, because you missed anyway, and disengage if you would like.
You do that.
We're gonna play it out. I mean, I thought
So
that was
disengage.
Disengage.
No, I like the approach to play it out. We'll see where it goes.
Just leave.
No, it's
The
fine.
movement doesn't provoke.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to say
So
there.
disengage
No.
allows you to move your movement without provoking attack opportunity, but it takes your action to do
Yes,
so.
that means you can't
Oh.
attack,
So you
You
can't
can't do
attack,
anything
you can
else.
move,
but you can just run.
and you can bonus action. If you would like to disengage, go ahead.
Sure.
Yes.
In the same situation.
All right, where would you go?
Yeah, you think about that.
So you have your movement as there.
I move here.
All right.
I'm down. I'm down.
It's a bit rough there.
Okay.
I ain't got a choice now. Okay. All right.
So it is. She is going to. So she has to disengage, or she can only disengage.
Believe it's.
She is going to disengage back into the building, please. And she disappears around the corner into the building.
I'm gonna be like a bitch. Fuck yeah.
Well,
The people.
So she's going to move her. She's going to move her full movement and dash
What boys?
into the building. So her movement is 40 feet. So she's going to go 80 feet into the building.
Oh, she runs.
Yeah.
She out.
She's like.
She out.
Wow. You big bitch. Wow.
Okay.
I mean, we don't know that. We know she went back in the building.
She's gonna say as she does it. She says,
next time.
"Haha! I do not need to be here, for Joman will finish you." And she leaves.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, so that's who knows.
So here, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
She ran like a little bitch.
Mulgrim, it's your turn.
This guy
I'm
is
attacking
Joe.
this main dude right here.
Like, what is this? Recognize me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we never. We have a wanted sign for Jaman. We do
Oh,
not
wait,
know what
No,
he
I'm
looks
thinking of
like.
the other
Yeah,
guy.
you did take them when you were like.
Yeah, I thought Tintin and Dragon.
That
No,
that
that's
taser
the other
is
guy.
nearest to
Garrick.
the wall, but in front of
Yeah.
you. Tintin is that guy
No, we're thinking of
with the triangle.
the person at the
Is there a way for me to get around to?
Yeah, you could go to the other square to the other side.
You can go around.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through here. I'm gonna attack this dude. Take that, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. You can go there.
I'm attacking.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Jaws. That's who we were thinking of.
Yeah, he just blocks you easily with the shield, and he's like, "Ha! You have to do better than that."
Which I will. Some 16 plus 7, 23.
Oh yeah, so you like parry off the shield and like go low and like slice him across the midriff.
Nice.
Wait, don't I take the acid damage at the end of my turn?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you take 10 more damage, acid damage, but in your bear form, which was smart.
Well, let's go. Maybe 16 damage.
16.
And I'm gonna use a superiority dice to trip attack. And he's gonna make a active.
He's like,
So actually, it's plus the damage roll, so plus 6 on that to the damage, and now he has to make a strength saving throw DC 15.
what are you trying to do to him?
Trip him. If he fails the DC 15 strength saving throw, then he's sprung.
Okay, he is.
Bless you.
He rolls 3, he's going to use a legendary action to just not. So you go to slice down, and you go to trip, and you're like, this definitely trips, and it just like hits something way bigger than you think it hit. And he just stands his ground and he looks at you and he's like, just laughs in your face.
Less than ideal.
Unlucky.
Ducky.
Indeed.
Lucky ducky.
That's unfortunate. I thought that was gonna be a nice little move there.
That's right, legendary resistance, not legendary action.
Legendary resistance.
I like how we said fuck Atticus or whatever. We didn't even try to find it.
You went straight for the prize.
We just said, you know what? We got
There's
this.
this whole town we could go through. We go straight to the castle.
I mean, I just thought maybe.
That wasn't necessarily a bad choice.
I know. I was like, recon? Fuck it.
You know, we didn't know who this guy was or looked like.
Yeah, you still did a good chunk of damage.
Could be
Your
good.
trip did not trip.
Pretty good damage, but no trip, huh? I mean, all I have is I guess I've already used some movement. As a bonus action with aggressive, is there opportunities out there?
So,
It says as a bonus action, you can move up to your speed toward an enemy of your choice. You can see or hear. You must end this move close to the enemy that you started. Is that trigger opportunity?
if you move away from him, yes, 100%. And also, he is the closest enemy, so I'm not sure why you would move away.
Well, it's this enemy of your choice. Like,
Oh, okay.
because
So
this
yes,
enemy's
you
all
could
over, I
sprint
have,
to
like,
someone
one
else, but
enemy.
he would get an attack opportunity on you. Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action to tell the group that he resisted my axe.
Okay.
You resisted my ass.
Ogrim yells at you, resisting his ass.
But I obviously I'd be shocked by that because like he should have gone down and didn't. So it'd be like
Yeah.
he's got some magic.
tricked him, but he did not.
Something. I don't even know what I didn't say at that point.
What would you say?
Yeah,
Let me hear it.
Let's see.
He won't fall.
That's see, you know.
Just take the thunder.
Speak for others, my God. How would you word it? That's what
Because he's
you
been
don't
playing kites.
Well,
that's his channel.
He ate his Wheaties.
He's strong. He's strong.
I was like, this man is no man or something like that. Like,
Oh, okay. I like it.
There are a lot
This
of
man
wizards
is
here.
no man.
He drunk his milk.
He's a woman. Okay, Fantasia.
This man is no
Mogrim
man.
yells, this man is no man. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Okay.
That man is no man. Well, I'm not feeling well, so above all else, no, he's an animal. He's cool. So I will cast. I wish. I will use my mandolin on myself and touch myself
Wait, what?
during battle. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you.
We're all right here.
You're curing wounds on yourself?
Yes.
Go
Give
ahead.
us some wounds on it.
If only it was somebody that's whose wounds did you cure.
To be fair, Fantasia, you get fucking
Yeah.
smacked in the face. It's super hard.
I mean, what level are you
Oh, nice. I'm using my mandolin, so that's
Oh,
going
okay.
for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get, don't even matter. Because I got 19 off of it, so I'm feeling better.
Nice,
Yay.
nice heal. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandolin is beast. Okay, that was your action. What are you doing? Anything else? Bonus action, movement, anything? You currently do not have an enemy adjacent to you, so you could move if you would like.
Yeah, you can run after her if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and run into the building. Go for it. Just,
No balls.
You can
I
loot,
mean,
you can
yeah.
loot the sink,
no balls? Huh? No balls.
the closet, the food, the refrigerator.
I do have one little.
I go to the refrigerator and I
Come
search
on.
for loot. Find a
WWPD.
nice hand.
Alright.
What would Fantasia do?
Okay, what would one, she would have seen if they ran away, if you want her to really be herself.
Does Fantasia care about her friends?
No.
If she sees them and nothing distracting her, yes. So she will go over here with the giant bear and the Zool, because two big men are over there, and that guy looks pretty dangerous. So she will go over here with the bear, and I believe I would have enough. No, it doesn't matter because that's a action.
Azul, what do you do?
Oh yeah.
Good question. That latch that we saw over here, right? Is that above the ground or like in the ground?
It's just like slightly not flush, so it's like
Like about
an,
this
inch,
high?
an inch above the ground. No. Like if this was on the ground,
Ah.
it's like a
So,
door
cool.
on the ground.
No hiding behind that. Regardless, I
Oh yeah, no hiding behind it. And well, you could pull it up and hide behind it.
might get
But
out of
pulling
here.
it up would probably be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I do my Tempest dash 10 away real quick because I'm casting. And I say, watch the one spice it up. No, I don't say that. I say, is that you, Jovan? Because even so, it's been a pleasure to meet you. And I actually take off my disguise.
Okay. Drop
And
the disguise.
drop disguise.
And he goes, I don't know who you are.
I don't even know who you are. And I cast haste on my boy Tintan and my boy Mo.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this phone and pull up haste so he don't have to explain it.
You get bonus AC, you get another attack. It's
And I use
bad.
3 of my sorcerer points in order to cast it on 2 peoples.
How much is he additional?
I think it's
Plus 2 on your AC. So let's go back through this all over again. This is your
hold on,
new guy.
Let me write it down again.
Alright. Target speed is double.
Nice.
Okay?
Oh, it's right.
You gain plus 2 on AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you get an additional action on each of your turns.
Okay.
That action can only be one melee weapon attack or any of the regular actions like dash, disengage, hide,
Yeah.
or use object.
And he said double movement, right?
And you have a minute before you get tired, meaning 10 rounds.
That mean what
Only, you said I get one additional action?
Yep, so you get another attack basically.
Yep.
So I mean, for me, it would just be, I would just use this move.
You good?
Yeah, so you can
Or
only 4 melee
dash.
attacks in a turn, and you can move twice as far. And
And you got
your
plus 2 on
Yeah.
misses.
It's incredible for melee damage dealers.
Yep.
Okay, anything else? That's it?
Yep. That is.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do I see in there? Do I see?
And you don't see her, but you see into a room that is just covered in small shards of ice. Looks like someone exploded an ice bag.
Well,
in-
thunder damage. You know?
Oh, it's thunder? Okay, then you see
Just
just
rocks and
damaged
damage
stuff.
and fuck shit. Yeah.
Like,
tables broken.
Charred, like, no, there's already tables in there. It's like a rock floor, so it's not really damaged in that way. But there's also little char marks around, and there's like a smoking, rotten piece of like meat on the table.
Cool.
So you
Love
see-
when I fired
okay, so Jorman, he
Oh, so this your You wasn't supposed to tell me that.
he
She left.
She just said something.
No, she said.
She could have been Gendramon, you know? You never know.
he doesn't
Oh,
know.
fair enough.
Okay, so he surveys his surroundings and just says, my brothers do more damage than you, and he just like goes to attack. He's gonna swing at.
Pretty big thing to say.
He's pretty smart, so he's going for the orc.
Big baby.
He rolled a 12, which I'm assuming is a miss.
You know?
I'll consider.
Um,
I mean, you go before me. So.
She says, and then he rolls a 14.
Which also does not hit.
Oh, there you go. You
And I laugh right back in his face.
Okay, nice.
Say something about his mother.
It smells of elderberries. Yes.
That was a good
If you
thing.
mention his brothers, mention
You overestimated his strength.
you know what they say. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Okay, Tinder, your turn. He failed to do damage to the orc.
I'm swinging over my frost longsword. Ah! There you go, that's a hit. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, so that's 21. 21.
Definitely a hit.
Alrighty, let's roll both of these. Ah! So that's 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nice.
And then I'm swinging again on him. Ah! Oh, that's a hit. That's 18 a hit.
Hits.
So that means your minus is going to ignore me?
Wow!
He didn't
So
know.
there
He
you go.
didn't notice.
So
I
that
rolled
is
to see if you would recognize, like you would see
4,
your
5,
face.
6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Nice.
And then my lonely old hammer over there. I forgot what he does. Give me this moment. Let me tell you.
He does damage.
Yeah, that's what he does.
He
Generally.
also is bright and shiny.
Yeah, he want me to. Yeah! 17!
Nice.
Wait, 17 what? But it is a 17 roll.
That,
No,
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Unless it's a negative, which I'm
No,
assuming
it's
it's
not.
not. So.
And then that's a D8. Bah! 6 and 8 damage.
So you 17 and then 18? Or not 17?
He does how much damage did you do?
Oh, 8 damage.
8 total?
Right,
8 with that hammer.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
takes the damage. He's like, oh, and he's actually looking pretty rough.
Good stuff.
He's looking pretty fucked up. You stabbed the shit out of him pretty hardcore there.
It's nice.
I said, does that hurt?
Yeah.
He like coughs up some blood.
10 ton is going down.
Okay, so it is the
Touch twice?
pirates. It is the pirates.
I did 8 with just a hammer, but I did like 20 something damage.
Okay, so the 3 pirates are going to pull out one longsword. One is going to frustratingly run towards the bear.
He's right there. He's already there.
So
And
that's
the-
number 3?
Oh, number 2. See, it's 1, 2,
2,
3.
3, 4. Yeah, so if he's in it, it's number 3 on the bear.
So 1, 2, 3. Which
Sorry.
So okay, one's going to go between the bear and Tinta.
1?
Like where the spiritual weapon is?
Well, it has to go through the spiritual weapon, but it can't
Okay.
stop on. So between the two of you on the empty spare space.
Did he get slapped by the spiritual weapon?
No,
Oh,
only
he's
if
in
he
it.
leaves that range.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even think the spiritual weapon gets attack opportunity.
No, probably doesn't.
Probably.
And the other one's just going to run up to the bear straight up. So the one that went between Tinta and the bear is going to attack Tinta. So he pulls out this large long sword, and he's going to make 2 attacks upon you.
Miss.
Definitely. That one is a 12.
No, sir.
Oh, a natural 1. Everyone, this dice is going
Oh, he stabs
No, no.
himself.
Feel free to use that one.
The other one is going to attack the bear. He rolls a natural 20. I
Yikes.
switched dice.
I'm not like
So
Gina, you're in a rough spot, my guy.
That's right. It's always
he
rough.
does 10 damage to the bear.
10 damage in total? Or?
Well, that's his first attack. He's going to attack again.
Okay,
Or it is.
of course.
This one is not so good. That is 12 to hit.
It's
Oh, you do your armor class or the baby?
The bears.
So that's another 7 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's the
what's the
bear's
bear?
armor?
Oh.
11.
Yeah, so it hits.
Shit.
A total of 17 damage that turn.
Ouch.
Wait, does he do 7 damage to me?
He did 10 and then 7.
7. Okay, so I take 7.
It is slashing damage with a longsword, and the other guy is also going to attack you.
Shocker.
Because for some reason your teammate left you there.
Well, and you're bear.
Also a bear.
Oh, not anymore.
He's not.
not anymore.
That's what we do.
Well, thankfully this guy rolled a massive 5 for his first attack, and he rolled a 21 for his second attack, which I'm assuming is a hit.
I'm not doing that.
So he does 7 damage with his sword. And he says, "Yarr!" Because
Oh
he's a
my
pirate.
Stop.
Okay,
Can I get a translation for that? What is
it means yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And
Just double checking.
Chenya, it's your turn. No, it's only one. It's not that good. Jesus. Did 22 damage to him in 2 turns. Did like every turn 10 damage. Damn.
That'd be
You
disgusting.
be fun.
Sure, boy.
I think I would have spiders running around.
By the way,
You can.
Melf's
Because
acid
if you get
arrow.
tapped,
Great strong.
Yeah.
Acid arrow?
Melf's acid arrow.
concentration.
Milf's acid arrow.
Mom, I'd like to fight. No.
Oh.
Mommy.
What did that one do?
And I'd like to fight.
You are a kid!
Good reminder.
What?
Just gotta be honest.
What did you just
Good
say?
reminder.
What did that
There's
one do?
another pirate missing that I missed.
Oh, yeah.
We got here.
Wait, are reaction or technically attacks of opportunities or reactions?
No, they're like a separate thing, but yes,
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
kind of a reaction. But they're if you've taken a reaction in your turn, you can still make an attack opportunity.
So if someone
Are you sure
this
that's not
this
something-
allows you from making reactions Does that mean
Disengage says.
Yeah,
No. It's not disengage. It's specifically for attacks of opportunity and.
Well,
is it
attack of
considered a
opportunity
reaction?
is an opportunity attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's a separate thing. It's not a reaction.
This says to make
So
your
if I
opportunity
cast
attack,
slow
you
on
use your
something-
reaction.
Oh, okay, so
you
if you've
attack.
used a reaction, you cannot make an
Yeah,
opportunity.
your opportunity
Yeah.
attack is the reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, slow, which if it prevents reactions,
Yeah.
then it also prevents opportunity attacks.
Gotcha.
But yes, the guy who is the other person. Oh shit, he has another one. Oh man, he's gonna just do it again. He continues with his bow.
Oh god.
Come on, bud.
Charm,
There's a
bitch.
whole wall of enemies
Yeah, I
between
mean-
us and them.
He's the closest one.
Can it reach that far?
Yeah, it's 90 feet.
He's a ranger.
Do you have line of sight? He's gonna hit them, dude.
Wait,
He's not a
He's a
ranger.
10,
He
5 or
rolled a-
10. 5.
He rolled a 10.
Yeah, 5.
No one did it.
Misses.
Yeah, another like searing arrow of acid like flies past your side. I do think it still does something.
You got acid in your eyes. You can't see anymore.
Jesus. That probably be pretty bad.
Oh, okay, it still does
Thank
extra
God he
damage.
has that cloak, so he
Misses and does
It
damage.
just doesn't do the extra damage.
technically could still see. Just saying.
It
Oh, I'm not
does.
liking
Even if it don't hit?
It does 15 damage to you, acid damage.
Oh, miss.
Yeah, no, so that's there. And it says, on a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid as half as much of the initial damage. Oh, half as much. So you take
7.
7 damage. Sorry, my bad. But no additional damage.
That's not as
So
good.
7
I'm about to
damage.
say, goddamn.
No,
I mean,
shit.
Shatter's the same. It's the same as Shatter. Shatter, you
No,
can just
Shatter-
fire it next to someone.
Shatter is just a hit though, it's AoE. It's not
Yeah,
a.
but you can miss and still do damage.
No, that's Ice Dagger.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, so there are attacks that.
Okay, there's plenty of attacks that do that. This is just an acid version of that. But you're right, half damage.
Yeah, 15.
Chinny, now it is your turn. You got splashed with gross acid.
Ew.
Go!
So everybody around him gets splashed, or all of the enemies get splashed.
No, it just says targets.
That's actually.
I wanna try it, yeah.
It
Yeah, you already tried.
says the arrow splashes the target with acid.
I would just try,
You tried. You know?
Yeah, because Ice Dagger does 5 feet,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, 5 feet.
But it does more damage. It does the full damage. It doesn't. No, it does a separate type of damage.
I was
Trinity,
just
it is
thinking,
your turn.
I was just thinking, soaring past them, you know.
You can still disengage.
Singe my beard.
But I don't get a bonus action if I disengage.
No, you don't get an action.
You don't get an
You
action.
still get a bonus action.
You can disengage as your action and move your full movement. And then your bonus action, you can either move again,
Mm-hmm.
because that's your bonus action to dash, or you can do anything that is a bonus action.
And this is all space, right?
At the moment it is space, yeah, where the edge of the map is do remember that there is 2, on that far side, there is 2 raptors in cages, or like in
thought there was over
stables.
here.
No, there's 4 total. There's 2 over here that are both currently, one is eating something and the other one is asleep. And then there's another 2 that are a bit further away that are agitated, but not that agitated.
Okay, so I'm going to disengage, move by Azul, and cast.
I got it.
To be fair, you tanked a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, you can quite good.
Wait.
Yeah, Fantasia.
Do remember that it is Mogrim next.
Yeah.
After that is Fantasia.
I'm going to cast. Healing word on myself.
Okay. So you're dishing it back next to the person who just left you already.
It's my job.
Or getting the teammates killed.
No, I help. Alright, utilitarian over here.
Utilitarian. That's a different thing.
I heal for 9.
Heal for 9.
Not bad.
Okay, that's you, I think. So it is the missing ogre's turn. Nothing happens. Mogrim, what are you gonna do?
I feel the haste coming over, and I'm ready to destroy this.
Yeah, you feel like a whole load of haste.
Yeah, all of it, just coursing through and swinging, screaming right at this guy. It's gonna be another little swing here. A little bit too aggressively, winning for 11.
So you go and he's like, whoop, and you're like, wow, I'm really, really fast. I'm like a flash right now.
Yeah, and I didn't anticipate.
Yeah, he doesn't even notice, and you missed.
Yeah,
But he
just-
doesn't even notice that you missed.
Going for an additional attack here. That one's 15.
He just just manages to deflect this one with his shield.
Alright, so we get third attack.
Wait, there's a door right here?
No, it's just
It's like here somewhere.
Oh.
The entrance way you had, and this is the edge of the building, so there's like more of the grounds happening.
20.
Natural 20 or just 20?
20 total.
That is a hit.
10 damage.
Okay.
And you know, probably just gonna
He
use
goes, whoa, and he gets a big slice across him.
use my last superiority die to add to that damage. Actually,
Oh, damn. Been over.
the beat. Oh, I've already used it once, never mind. So I will not use that superiority dice. Come on, here we go.
I believe he's gonna up to the top.
Trying to hit on my foot for the moment, so I try not to move and kick it.
Oh.
Actually.
Archers. Magic archers.
My favorite.
I'm sorry.
I
You gotta
mean,
learn
I
eventually.
love how, like, just out of the blue, I was like,
They came around the
there's
side of
no
the
way,
building.
I was like, man, I'm in such a good position. Nothing bad can happen.
It happens. That's
Why
the
would they
point.
not come around the side of the building?
I don't know. Because, actually, what I thought it was that this, it went like that, and then there's only one entrance in.
Oh.
I kind of do too, but I love it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning my explanations.
It's all
Well,
right.
he did say you can hide on the side of the building. or
Yeah,
behind
let's
the
say you
wall.
could go around.
I'm
But
not-
I
When
also
you
think,
That's all
went
good.
inside, I thought you meant like against this.
It's all
Anyway,
good.
okay.
It's all good.
That's all.
what is happening?
That's all I can do. I needed to be able to get those.
You have another attack,
Yes, sir.
right?
Nice.
You have two.
I-
You only have two normal.
I had 2 normally, and then
And
I've
you
got.
use the
I can
superior.
use
Okay, so you've
die
taken
for
3
1.
now.
Yeah, so that was the third. That
Okay.
was the third that got
Fantasia.
Alright.
Super nice, but then delete you, but you know, such is life.
Let's see. There's a cone. Trying to see how this is gonna work out. Actually, no. Then he gets in it. Trying to do it without putting myself in danger. Actually, I think right here
Oh, I
is
thought
good.
John was chewing something.
Oh.
Wait, where's the little radius?
The what?
The radius of it.
Here's one. Yeah.
There we go. It's a cone, so.
Yeah, that's my
I don't see
I
that.
mean, shit, that's just me laying on that.
You know, you put it over. No, just all you have to do is help. You make it a difficult. Yes, that's why I hear you. You hear?
Okay, there we go.
You take this and you go like this.
There we go.
Does it reach?
Yeah, it'll hit them too. I'm trying to get to where I can.
You go like
Oh,
this.
so
Yeah.
he
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So he doesn't want him south, I think.
No, it's a cone.
No, yeah, it's a cone.
Oh.
What
No,
distance?
I-
What distance?
It is 30 feet from me.
Then yes, you hit all of them and nobody else.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, hit my
They
spiritual weapon.
practically lined up for your cone.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
He basically gave you a cone attack setup.
I didn't intentionally do that. I'm glad that you have one.
No, you.
Alright.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
get the fuck out the way.
It was all part of the plan.
Yeah, I was just gonna tank 60 damage.
It was the-
She likes a cigar and says, I love it when I plan.
Alright.
It's y'all's connection together, you know.
Yep,
Yeah.
this, smoking cloak.
Contagion shit.
Shaytasia.
The smoking cloak.
Should take
Good old
smoking cloak.
cloak. You do
Alright.
your fucking spell.
So they're all
I'm
gonna
gonna tank
take
and
some.
bank.
Yep. They're all gonna have to make those dex saving throws.
All of them make dex saving throws.
All right, do your damage right now or whatever. Why he's doing that?
Okay, 8, so that's 10, natural 1, and 14.
Ugh.
10, 1, 14.
Ah, so one pass is just barely.
Okay, so number 3 pass, which is the
One closest.
one that looks like
Alright,
always,
so
it's always the one closest.
everyone else takes 29 and is knocked prone.
Okay, well the other 2 just get obliterated by whatever you just did. I'm not sure what it was you did, but it's
My psionic blast. And
Do they take damage?
no, yeah, they take half.
how much is half? It is
28, so 14.
And that's just the third guard, because the other two were dead.
Yep.
Yeah, they got literally like he just went boom and just they fade away like in an anime.
Oh, boy.
How is he so powerful? Anything else you want to do, Fantasia? You
Who's
did your
going up?
action for a spell.
Yeah.
Bonus
Who's going
action.
up next?
Next up is Azul.
Alright, I'm gonna give Azul that good old bardic inspiration.
You inspire Azul.
Good work, getting back and getting Shay in the perfect position for our plan.
What do you roll a dice for?
I don't know.
You get bardic inspiration, which by the way is what? Tell him what he needs to do.
Yeah,
What he
what
gets.
is it?
Yeah.
What is it about expression?
No, it was a good idea for him to back up to call
What is
Shay.
it?
Yeah,
What
does
is
it
it?
do? What I get?
Oh, your D8 added to your actions, your checks and your attacks and your saves.
My
Yeah,
checks?
you can add
Yeah.
to
My
it.
saves?
Checks, attacks, and saves.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, Azul, your turn.
Cool. Do I see this bitch made ranger? Archer?
She made her ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know there's a dude over there shooting shit at people.
But I can see them.
I mean, he's under some cover right now. He's hiding behind the edge of the building.
So
So
he
he's,
gets-
I'd say he's at like he's probably got like a +2 to his AC.
Okay. I go. And I cast.
Am I between two people quick, just up here?
Huh?
Am I between the person you're trying to hit?
I'll just lob it.
Oh.
No. I'm shooting at Jermon, and I'm shooting at that fucker with the Chaos Bolt. And level 2. Yeah, there's a gap right there. It's just enough.
Oh, that's
Just
Yeah,
a
come on,
bit.
sizzle past.
Right, y'all hasty. Y'all are faster than to
Oh,
go.
that's true. Yeah.
You know. All right, first to Jermon. Natural 19.
Nice.
All right, and I gotta roll 2 different ones. So this is that's going to be 6 of the 4. So sorry, I gotta look and see which one it is. You know.
One of my 6 and 4s.
Yeah.
They're all
6
6 and 4s.
6 and 4s. 6 and I use force damage
Okay.
on him, and
Force damage, okay, not that
Yeah,
6
yeah,
damage, not this time.
no. Whoa. 16.
Oh, hits. Wait.
That's all damage.
Pretty sure. Wait, another 16.
No, that's 16 damage
To who?
to Jermon.
Total 16.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
16 total damage.
Got it.
Yeah. And
He
then
takes that 16 damage and he looks very rough
you
right
little
now.
bitch. And then I'll try to hit this other fucker way in the back.
Yeah. His AC is a lot less.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
Good.
Donut.
Alright.
I would have just left that man.
And I use thunder damage on them.
You
18. Thunder.
You blast that dude with some thunderous damage.
Easy.
Yeah.
Alive?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
they don't have that less health.
Nah,
They're pretty crap, but they don't have that.
That's it?
Okay, so Jomon. He
How can you say?
he says what does he say? He says
Follow your own.
pathetic, but follow me and you will see that this is just a small setback. And he begins to cast something.
Oh no.
And no one does anything, so he just disappears.
we can't.
I didn't know we
I don't know, maybe one of you has a spell.
If anybody had counter spell, which I'm trying to get when I level up.
he just that disappears out of
I mean, sadly,
the space that you're currently in.
Those
Yeah.
poor
The
other
spell
guards
is
that
a
are
Please
by themselves
remove
first on the field.
Jomon from the.
You want to grab them, let's go.
Yeah, if it was a charge, I would have used this spell, but you know.
Look at this sucker still sitting here.
you just
Okay, it's
break
in time.
out
Is it your turn?
These other two guards standing there, dick in hand. That's good. But
That one pirate is like. Fuck.
just saw the other two guards.
He's gonna be like that one guy. Get over there. Just stand in his face.
I mean, they did.
I'm on your ass, Mr. Ranger.
Alright, he's gonna hit him.
Remember, Rick, you're hasty. You can still attack.
Yeah, you can move twice.
Oh,
You move
yeah,
double.
yeah, I am going to
You're
attack.
double speed.
But I already said
That
the
hits.
animal was attacking
That
it
hits.
first, so. That, and I think it was a D8, I know it was. Plus 2, 6. Alright, I'm going
Yeah,
to
you
swing
got
on
2
this
attacks
thing.
still.
14 plus 7. That's a
It's.
hit. So, boom, down.
So this priest has got real fast. Whoa!
He's like.
That
That scene
is
from Monty Python, when
8,
they're like
9,
running the
10,
whole
11.
time, and then suddenly they're right there.
Yep.
11.
Damage.
Yeah. That's all I'm do.
I mean, you could have ran in there and see if he just teleported in. Real quick,
He almost teleported 4 feet away.
Yeah.
It's like maybe counts to Mexico.
I know, exactly. He could. That's not that far.
He literally.
It's like 60 feet.
You're
double
So
speed.
it is this. The pirate's turn.
Which one?
Shit.
Wait, did you fight twice? You can hit twice.
Yeah, he did. He
I only
did
hit
damage.
once.
No, he can hit twice.
I'm talking about 10
But
times.
you only hit.
I only get to hit once because I have 2 actions. I have to use kind of like a dash.
No, you didn't. You look double speed.
Yeah,
because he's
look,
got haste.
look. Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Yeah, you got 8. You got what? 60 total.
If you would have turned,
Yeah, you could have got
Yeah,
there.
you could have because
you
you
could
just
have
got
gone here
diagonal.
and then 1, 2.
Yeah.
And you hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then,
fuck him up.
boom, nope.
Okay, now do the damage for your mates.
Alright,
did.
okay.
Yeah, it was
What
4
damage was it?
It was like 8.
6.
Oh, you already did that.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I got it.
Okay, so the pirate's turn.
He's gonna use his action to hit himself.
Again, double dash.
The classic action of a Zoran Fantasia, use it to cry.
Okay, they both are pretty intelligent.
What?
Both of the pirates drop to their knees and they're like, "No, please don't attack me."
Wait, both of them?
Both of them just drop to their knees. They've noticed everyone's going, they're fucking pirates. They're not allegiance to anyone. They're like, "No, I was made to do it. I was made, please, no, please." And they just drop to their knees and beg for their lives.
Can I just knock him out?
No.
You can do whatever you want next turn. Chinye, it's your turn.
Which one's better? Is this one?
Both pirates have dropped to their knees.
Where's
and
the
they're-
other pirate?
It's right
Over
here.
there.
Oh, he's shooting you.
Oh, the archer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both
It's
of
still
them
a
are-
pirate.
Pirate archer.
Pirate archer.
Yeah.
Well, he's not even a pirate. He's a pirate mage. He just uses his mouse acid
Sure.
arrow, which is a bow-looking thing. But yeah, they both drop to their knees and they're begging for their lives at the moment. No, don't hurt me. Don't.
That shit.
Whose turn?
Oh, wait.
Whose turn? Shinya.
It's my turn.
Goodness.
Here's Chinya's turn.
Shit.
How's this guy looking?
They both look pretty rough.
They look like they're begging.
They're both begging for their lives because they're pretty hurt.
Goodness.
And literally, they're
Shinya's like,
Lord
fuck
just
this. Y'all
let-
be
Stick out my
mine.
hand. You don't cast.
Please!
I said, fuck that shit.
Covered in these.
This one. Yes, make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck you, B.
So we get hanging out with his lords.
Wow.
His hatred for pirates is rubbing off on him.
Yes.
A whole 7.
Fails.
Yes.
I mean, he's like
Let
begging
me
for his life.
consume you.
You're just gonna cover him in bees.
Wait,
Pirates.
why I surrendered? Parlay.
They deserve to
Wait,
die.
what's the D12? Am I tripping right
They're
now?
more like 9.
D12 is
It's the one that looks like a fat D20.
That's
yeah.
hot.
That's it.
Chunky.
Pirates like
That
for
was
you,
it
you
too.
say.
You don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well,
Takes 2d12.
Damn.
Takes 10 damage.
The beast like singing. It's like, oh!
And And then I
He
glare at the
He goes
archer.
quiet, like. And then the archer's eyes just go wide as you see the bees.
And I yell at him, "You want to ask to splash me now, cunt?" I'm pissed.
This one's like-
that guy's dead. By the way.
Oh.
Okay, so technically speaking, you are out of combat. So if anyone would like to do so.
Hold on. Well, if that's the case, I want to run in there and see if I see them in there.
Oh, okay. Then you can wait. Let's just go through then quickly if we can do that. Morgrim.
Is his bow a spell?
Yes. He has a bow, but it's just the wood of a
Just
bow.
the bow?
He's just using it as like a focus for his spell.
Amos.
Yes.
Um,
He's got his control.
He literally has Amos's.
He's a PS4.
I'm just gonna walk over to this fourth archer.
I mean, you're hasty.
Oh,
so how
You
you're so
walk
fast.
them and you're there really
Not
fast. Like,
around combat, they're like my movements.
Not wearing a combat. I mean,
Yeah, you're just
because-
walking like
so
a
you can walk
walking
60 feet,
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk
but
over.
just very quickly. You can walk 60 feet.
Yeah, you think you're going slow, yours she's like,
Good.
There's a
teleport.
pair in front of them, just like, oh.
Hey,
Do you want to do anything else?
More just I mean, he's already like surrendered, but intimidation, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
What do you want to do? What do you want to say?
Just ask him what's going on. Like what-
Roll
what
an
he knows.
intimidation check with advantage.
you gotta say, you gotta put it, say what you check.
I mean, he did
Yeah,
just
what
appear
does
over there.
Morgrim say to him?
Where do they go? Referring to Ramon and the other chick.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Where they.
Okay, you roll an intimidation with advantage.
Yikes.
There you go. That was much better.
17, 19.
He says, I don't know, they never let us inside. But they've taken my friends there. My comrades, they've never come out.
Where is it?
I don't know, inside the building.
Which building? This one here?
Yes, this building here, you fucking idiot.
On the road.
Alright.
And that's the end of my turn. Still joking, man.
Fantasia.
Well, man's being choked back there, so that's neat.
No, it's not hot.
Not actively, just passive choking. Hold him still.
The thumb grip.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, he's taken care of. Are there any dead bodies around to loot?
There's a lot of them.
Well, I know there's Homeboy who's stung to death by bees.
There's
so.
bee death. There's the two guys you vaporized.
Yeah, so I don't think they're around.
There's the body of the dude you throw in a hole.
Who's got 1.5 legs?
I will check the bee man for supplies
Okay,
or.
go ahead and roll an investigation.
Oh boy, she's very investigative.
In D&D, that needs to be just like a loot roll.
Yeah.
That you just, I rolled to that.
Yeah, she got a big old 9 on that one.
Nine.
Over here?
No, it was
Oh,
a bee
this
man.
dude.
She was
You
investigating.
notice that this bee man is basically, he's got his clothes and his sword, and he hasn't really got a lot else. He looks super malnourished. He doesn't look good. Doesn't have any money, nothing.
I don't think these people want to do this work.
It's awful to know.
This may have been one of the people, because weren't we coming to try and save slaves or something? But I feel like we got sidetracked. That may have been one of them.
Okay.
That's just a guess.
Azul, it is your turn.
I dart inside.
Okay. You rush inside.
I don't have time for this! And I run inside.
Not that he can
Well,
hold you.
yeah,
just to-
the huge hole, you know.
Yeah, there's a big hole.
And I look in there to see if I see the big bitch or his punk ass.
Yeah. Let's get the maps up.
Ooh, more maps.
Oh,
Inside.
Y'all heard me yell, I don't have time for this. Where's your mind?
Some say those you saved are closer than you know.
I feel safe. I'm going to double dash, by the way.
Wow.
Longer.
Okay. You You can remove the stuff outside, I guess, because we're stepping into the next
Help, please.
stage.
Help lady.
Can I take a?
I darted in.
Can
Fuck
we take a 30-minute
your rest.
break?
30.
Fuck your
Oh no, I meant like in game. 30-minute break.
Oh, like short
like
rest?
short rest.
Sure.
You would still have the time. 30.
Alright, guys, said fuck all that.
We're at the stable, so you can put this one up. It's more courtyard, I suppose.
Getting good at this part at least. Okay, so you come into
So everybody else is out
the
there.
kitchen, which is this top right hand. That one, yeah. You come in through the door in the kitchen.
It's a small ass kitchen. Where's the door?
Look, we're just gonna go with it, Mark.
Alright, I got you.
I'm sorry,
Got
I
you.
didn't
No, you're good.
generate you.
I'm right here. Do I
fucking
see?
full
Do I
3D
see
map.
bitch assness?
You do not. You see nothing. You see the door in front of you is smashed in. There looks like a large something creature went through it, and you come into quite a small but like lavish kitchen. And as you run in, your feet and you're like walking in like an inch of water everywhere.
Because you busted the pipes.
For some reason, there's a spiritual weapon floating in the middle. So you look around and you see that you are in some.
So do I see the way that they went? Or the big girl went?
Well, there's only one entrance in front of you, so you assume that they went through that entrance. So you're like splashing through like a wet ground all around you, and you run into what seems to be some kind of kitchen storage room, and there is nothing there at all.
And from there, I mean, is there only one door or two doors in this room?
It goes into. You can see what you see.
Yeah, so it goes
there's
down
like
here, and
there's
then there's a door.
There's a ladder down, and in front of you is another door into another room that you can't see into just yet.
I loudly yell, "German! Don't run like a bitch!" That's what I do.
You hear nothing, and we will go out of combat now, so that you can do whatever you guys want to do.
I'll run after, just move me with more kill.
Go see
Well, what did you do? What y'all do with the pirate dude?
I'm gonna kill him.
I saw you
Good,
run over.
cool.
So you just choke him to death.
Sure. Do I need to do a strength check?
No,
Otherwise,
we're
I'm
gonna
just
let you just do it.
Alright.
You can axe him.
well, if I can just
You
choke him
axe
and
him
do that,
with
I'm just gonna toss him aside.
Oh yeah, you have haste.
So you just throw him to something. It's like,
You hastily.
Yeah.
You choke break his neck.
Sitting there choking.
Well, you wanted to like grab his
It's
neck
like
and
a
intimidate
blur.
him, and then you just like, oh.
No. I'm paying attention.
Oh.
I don't have time for that. He's dead.
He was trying to see how nice it looked in quick
Okay.
motion. And then he like 2 steps, 6 seconds.
I'll follow him.
He's like,
You alright?
I guess
What do y'all
you
do?
walk into the mansion. Now, and this is just for looks now. You are inside a large mansion.
Okay, we'll take this out for now.
And ahead of you is a fairly large open kitchen with a storage space. But all of you notice as you walk in that you're walking into there's like an inch of water everywhere. And then as you walk in, you notice that the walls and everything in front of you just seems like a bit off. It's a bit damp around you. Like there's some books on the side. They seem to be like almost like molded and moldy. And everywhere around it feels damp and humid. Very different to the outside space that you were in before.
I do not know where he went. Ran like a coward.
I expected more of a giant woman, honestly.
So this woman is gigantic. There's no marks, busted down doors.
I mean, she was hoofing it.
Water all over the floor. So,
Well, I'm talking about like her squeezing through small ass doors.
but she's not so small that she would smash through a door. She's 8 feet. Like a door's about like 7 feet, so she'd just be crouching and rushing through.
So she wasn't like running super hard to.
She was just getting away from you guys.
Alright. There's this bedroom here. There's this way down below. So basically we only have this and this, right? Like there's nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get to.
There's like a bedroom space in front of you, and there's like a stairwell down to what seems to be some kind of basement, maybe.
I believe they were below.
If I go here,
Wait,
I'm going.
how's this stairs? If there's water an inch high,
There's a ledge
around the
staircase though.
that could be that's true.
I mean,
Is
you can
that-
go over and
I
investigate.
am going to.
You don't have to move yourself, you can say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, you go over to what would be some kind of basement space, and yeah, it's just filled up to the top with water. You look down, and it's just dark, murky water underneath.
I have a feeling they're down there. But maybe the ogre cannot breathe underwater. I followed Tinton into the other room.
Okay.
I just want to search this room, make sure if I see anything.
Yeah, so you go into like see what seems to be some kind of servant quarters. There's a couple of beds around you. They do look like the beds have been used, but the sheets on the bed are all soaked with water. All of the things in the room, there's some quite nice like cabinets and things. They're all rotten and rotting with they're damp, and there's water on the walls. It is very cold and damp, and it's got that like disgusting like moldy smell everywhere around.
I'd like to cast Good Berry twice and eat all the berries. It's gonna take me probably a minute.
You know,
to
the
get them all.
healers didn't want to heal, you know.
Yeah, I love how I just walk by and hey, Chenya, how you feeling? You look.
I mean, does Kenya complain like this?
Chenya does complain a little bit. And
Yeah.
he looks at Fantasia.
So, like, what do you
I'm not even
want?
by him, so I'm not going
Yeah,
to
it's-
like I see.
Shay is complaining
If he
while
wants to be
casting some
passive-
good berries and eating the good berries.
I gotta hurt myself.
Chenya, fucking took all the germs.
So I'll go through this door if there's a door right there.
Hold on. What is everybody else doing?
Yeah, I thought we had a plan.
Yeah.
You have to move. You have to move.
I'm
Just
coming
wait.
with
You
You
don't
have
have
to
to
move.
move, you can just talk about what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk into the center of the space, and there is like a large open courtyard in the space.
I'm right
It's
behind you. Rick.
completely empty. There is a tree in the courtyard, but unlike in this image, it is like rotten and dying.
Y'all get quick exhaustion, by the way, real quick. 'cause
Yeah, so
it's-
about a minute past, you guys suddenly feel super sluggish.
Just
and
for about 6
exhausted.
seconds.
Well, no, exhaustion is exhaustion, right?
No, it's just the 6 second. It delays you. You can't do. No
Wait,
actions for
did I
6
walk
seconds.
past this room right here?
There, you don't see those rooms. There's just a wall there at the moment. You have to go. You get into them a different way. I just didn't put stuff.
See, when the spell ends, the target can't take move or take actions
Yeah, so
until the
just
next turn.
whilst you're searching, suddenly you guys
Yeah.
just get hit with a
Yeah,
like super slow, and you have to just you sit down in like on like a damp, rotten chair, both of you, and you just sort of relax for a few seconds, and then you can.
When I'm walking past this room and I look in here, can I throw on my robe, my all-seeing eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
Do I
you,
see
so
anything?
you put the robe on, and all the lights in the room flare up, and you look, sort of peer over, and all you can see is just murky water, light straight to the bottom. It's about 6 feet below you. There's a bottom there. You don't really see anything. There's like a box floating to the left-hand side. There seems to be like bonked up against the roof of the what would be some kind of cellar, I guess. You don't really see anything else. It's super dark.
Oh. Do I? If I were to take off my robe, I'd know what that box is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I go down and try to get the.
So you go into the water.
Yeah, I didn't see any like movement or anything like that.
Not at the time, no.
Oh,
So
still
you
in.
you dive down into the water. It's icy cold, but you're kind of used to that,
Yeah,
like the cold
that's
water. And you bump up against this big box, and you can. It's big. It's like
Can
a
I
crate.
bring it through the hole?
Yeah. You
Oh, yeah.
sort of like struggle your way up. You pull it out onto the surface. You've got this big sort of crate in front
Sure.
of you.
I'm gonna try to smash it with my staff and just.
Okay. Roll a quick strength check.
Sure.
Then you try to open it.
Wait, strength check?
It's just open, you know.
He smashes
He's
it
like,
with his staff.
oh,
Oh, yeah, just fucking it.
Oh.
It's all good. It's fine.
8.
Yeah, I mean, you would normally realize you're like, oh, I didn't get a good swing on that, and you hit it and you just like splat through the wood. The wood's all rotten.
Yeah, it's wet.
And inside it's just filled with like disgusting slimy grain of some kind.
Doing some kind of grain.
Grain, yeah, like some sort of like normal grain. It's all damp and rotten and disgusting.
Not
Big
interesting.
moldy. Okay, what do you guys want to do? You can ignore this. You can just talk about looking through the house.
Can I investigate these beds in this area?
Yeah,
Right here?
roll a quick investigation check.
19.
19. So you're rifling through these like rotten books, and they're all sort of like falling away. And as you rifle through one of them, you find like a small box. And then you open up the box, and it seems to have been semi-preserved. And in it, you find like a small book. And you open up the book, and it's someone's diary of some kind. And it seems to be the diary of like a young girl. And she's talking about, Daddy, who's the pirate, who, he's the most powerful pirate in the world, in the land. It just seems to be like a young girl's like delusion of like their father, who is like a brave and valiant pirate who steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
While I'm walking towards where like the rest of my group is, can I like skim through it and see if there's any like pictures or anything like that in it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation. Just another investigation.
11.
Yeah, I mean, there's some like badly drawn pictures and some flowers that were pressed in there, but it just seems to be like the diary of a small child, like a young girl.
In any of the photos, is there any like? Do I notice any drawings of her father? Any like?
Like there is, but they're like stick drawings. They're like
Stick
the kids' drawings.
Is there like lightning bolts, fire attached to him?
Oh no, not at all. He's got a big
No.
pirate hat. That's about it.
Big fire. Gotcha.
It's cute.
Okay, I round up with the boys.
I just want to check this room.
Yeah, I'm
You
walking.
see, you were
with,
looking through the rooms.
I'm walking with
So
10 times.
yeah, as you come into the open area, you notice that there is a big rotten gantry around the area you're in. There's like you can climb up to it, but you probably realize that it's maybe a bit too unsturdy, precarious. And it's like where it hits, where the poles stick down for it, they're all rotten, breaking away. A bit of it's like fallen aside. But there's a number of rooms on the floor you're in that you could go into. The doors do seem to be closed.
Well, all these are closed, right?
Yeah.
And before 10 time walks in and bum rushes everything, I'm like, be careful, okay? He sees pirates, I ain't lying. There are definitely probably some traps in these places. They do not like to go and leave the place easy to break in. And then I disguised myself as Drummond. And I was like, this is so all of you understand the beach that we are looking for.
Hey, I found him as I'm walking into the room. Come on.
Well, there.
So I'm coming into the room.
I know, and I just look at you.
I look into the.
I mean, if he
This
is,
is
he's
God.
been in the room.
You know this is me.
Oh, what's up, Zool? I mean, Angelo.
Okay,
And
so
I keep the door open.
in which door?
This one, closest to me.
Alright, roll a quick strength check.
Alright, I am like
This guy-
30 feet behind him.
I'm struggling. It's okay, right? I'm also struggling.
Let me
Plus
see where
one.
he's at. Yeah, I'm just 30 feet behind. I'm supposed to not to move that shit. I'm moving it.
13.
13, yeah, you put your foot through the door, and it, like, instead of cracking, it kind of like crumbles, and your foot just goes through like a rotten, wet door.
Yeah, that's right.
It's almost like putting your foot through like wet cardboard. It's like it's been wet for a long time. It's just gross. I mean, you then just pull your foot back, and the door like just crumbles away. And in front of you is like a small. It seems to be some kind of small like chamber, probably some kind of like washing chamber. And there is like a number of chests in front of you, and there's some like what may have been towers at one point, like some weird cloth lying in the water, just slightly floating on the surface.
And I remember that this castle that we're in, apparently, right? Or this building that we're in is 3
It's like a
stories tall.
mansion, and it was 3 stories tall. Yeah, you're in
And
the
so
first floor.
we're in this area. And did you say that there was a ladder or a staircase?
Up
Yes.
to this balcony here. There's like a balcony and there's a ladder you see there.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
ladder.
there's like a ladder up. So
Oh.
these rooms are like under that balcony.
I started going up.
Yeah, that,
Oh.
yeah.
He said it looked precarious. I don't know if you're out of the room for that.
I was.
Yep, so you climb up the ladder and you go onto the balcony and yeah, you take 2 steps forward and your foot just goes through the floor. Immediately it's like damp, rotten wood all around. Like it's traversable, but it is very precarious.
On that
Quick
note,
question. And I was looking at it just now and meant to ask. So I could cast levitate as a trait for being an air genasi, right? And that's why I put it on the door. But my question is, because it also shows up on my like level 1 spell things, can I do it as just a spell?
I assume so.
That's what I'm assuming. So okay.
I mean, if you've got a level 1 spell slot, you can cast levitate.
Okay, I cast levitate on myself.
on
So you float just off the ground. There's a roof above you, and so you float up about 8 feet, and you just immediately like up against the roof.
Well, I want to hover right above the floor, like I'm not touching the floor.
Oh, okay, so you're just going above the floor, so it doesn't do damage to the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll wait and let everybody do what they need to before I go explore, doors or explore. What are y'all doing?
Are they, because the balcony is like,
Well, we can just turn that screen off because I think it's turned off. It's just an example.
Yeah.
If you were to fight.
I'm gonna follow it in. Just I'm going
So
through
can you
rooms.
turn
Yeah, I'm
the
just such a
screen
room.
off?
That's it.
Just staying as a group.
That's the other one, of the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it.
That's the only turn the wrong screen off.
yeah, as good with
Is there a sleep
Kai's.
button?
I'm just staying
So-
with the
Yeah,
biggest
so
person.
there's like a stairway up. There's like a balcony area on the 2nd floor, where Azul has climbed up like a precarious ladder. He put his foot through the floor, and now he's just floating just above it on the balcony. The rest of you are on the bottom floor. There's like an open space, and around it is a series of rooms. You kick the door in of one of the rooms. There's 2 more doorways on your floor. Yeah, so the kick door, the room that you're in it looks like some kind of like wash chamber. And there's 2 other doors on this floor currently. That you came through a door, which was where the kitchen area was. You're in some kind of like communal living space at the moment. And then there's 2 more large, 2 more doors into other rooms on your floor. And then on your floor, there's 3 doors along the top of the balcony area.
So I have a random question. Since it's all weak flooring and stuff like that, can I just bust a hole in the wall in the room that I'm in to the other room?
Yeah, and how do you do so?
I just take
Take
my
the
sword
hammer.
and just.
What do you have? A trident, a sword, or a hammer?
I have
It's a
only
sword.
swords
Okay,
now.
alright.
I put away the
I'm just
little.
asking. I'm just asking.
Wait,
So,
no,
yeah.
no.
You
I put it in the bag.
roll a
Alright, so
quick
it-
attack.
Missed the wall.
Just kind of slashed through it. It didn't go through. I mean, it went through slash, not a wall.
16.
Yeah, you mean you like poke through the wall with your sword, but it's just pokes through the wall because it's a sword. So I mean, if you stab cardboard with a sword, it's just gonna make a small hole. Oh, you slash through the wall, it like slides in a bit. It just makes a slash in the wall.
Cut it. Open the door.
You
Just
can just
Chop
run
through it.
through it if you want.
Yeah, you.
If you really want to smash something, you gotta use a blunt object.
Alright. Well, I just run through it then.
Okay, so roll another strength check.
10.
Yeah, you just bust through this wall into the next room, and the next room is like a large bedroom. There's a large, what once was a lavish 4-poster bed, is now a rotten and disgusting 4-poster bed. It doesn't look like anyone has ever slept in this for a long time. There is a number of like rags around the floor, and in the corner is some sort of corpse.
No. Can I check the corpse?
You can. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That's a 4.
Well, it is just a small, mostly dissolved and destroyed skeletal corpse.
My guy
With some
says,
sort of like pinkish rags around it.
no. My guy says, I'm ready to just find this ladder, get to the top of this building, and see what's up there.
So, yeah. All right, Alex.
Okay, so yeah, you walk to the room and you just want to open the door. Yes, you grab the door and you open it and you pull it, and actually this door is more solid, and it just opens up, and there's like a study on the other side.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with setting.
Mhm.
Is it as damp and gross as the rest of it?
It's damp but not as gross. Around the walls are bookshelves, and in the middle of on the floor of the study there is a large rug, and on that rug is a huge like mahogany desk, and the desk and the rug and the walls do seem in much better condition. A lot of the books seem to be dry-ish, at least readable. And the that's what you see so far.
I'm gonna look at the desk.
Roll a quick investigation check.
19 plus minus 2, 17.
17.
What's
Uh,
that?
Okay, so yeah, you.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have caught that. He would have caught that if he's actually looking with you,
Yeah. My guy's ready to just.
Thomas.
So yeah, you're
So
looking.
your guy would get it, but he
You're
would.
looking through the desk, and you do find some like ledgers, some scrolls that they seem to be quite wet and damp. In most cases, the ink has run. You do find on top of the desk a letter that doesn't seem to have. It doesn't seem to be damp in any way. It seems to be completely dry, but it is lying in like on like a damp, wet surface. But it seems to be sealed, and there's like a letter on the desk. You also notice that the sort of the entranceway from the door to the rug, there seems to be a lot of like scratches and red stains in the rug and on the floor, and lots of like scratches all along the floor from the doorway to the rug in the room. Yeah, that's what you notice.
I'd like to move the desk from where it is, like up against the wall. Like just move it out of the way,
Okay,
like off the rug.
roll a quick strength check.
That one is 12.
Okay, so it takes you a bit of time, and the rest of you guys here like move the desk a bit, and it like sort of tears the rug a bit, but you manage to move it sort of off the rug.
Move the rug out of the way.
Great, yeah. So you pull the rug out of the way, and the rug is covering a like a
Is this still got like a inch of water?
yeah. The rug is like it's a heavy and it's soaked rug, so it's just sitting there. So you pull it out of the way, and there is a two large like stone like doors that close to make like
He said just
wasn't that good. So it's like stone, like a storm shelter in America, but like they're made of like solid stone.
Hey, come here. That's
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah,
At
I'm
this
already
point,
with him.
I'm at top
Yeah.
levitating.
And I'm with Moburn
You're gonna
because
levitate around.
like Kai is
What do you want to
hang
levitate?
around with the
He
big
said there's 3
person.
doors.
There is, yeah. Right now, there's a balcony and there's 3. They're quite lavish-looking doors.
Can I go? I'm moving stealthily since I'm levitating. Is that like
Roll a stealth check.
is that advantage? Because he's just not touching anything. He's just.
I mean, you're floating in the middle of the open. Like, it's not exactly stealthy.
Need to go out.
Natural 1.
Okay.
I'm very upset because I'm trying to find your mom. And so, hey, just kick open one of the doors.
Okay, so yeah, the same thing. Actually, you can roll a quick strength check.
Nope. It's going to be probably just a solid. It's an 8. I don't think I have a. No, it's just an 8.
But that's still fine. You just put your foot through the door. It's this damp door that seems to have been been soaked in water for some months.
And
You open it and there's like a very what once was nice master bedroom, basically like a huge bed, and on the floor like the same as before, but in the corner of the room is a corpse of some kind, and on the bed is a corpse of some kind.
Juicy.
And dangers.
I guess I'll look at the corpse. Just
Roll
try
a
to-
quick investigation.
Oh,
check.
God. Natural 19, so 18.
Oh, nice. So the corpse on the bed just seems to be the corpse of some woman of some kind, like maybe some kind of concubine. The corpse at the side of the room, you find that it has some kind of, it seems to be some sort of large, moldy hat that it has. And lying next to the corpse, you see some kind of wooden contraption that seems to be like a tube with a piece of wood, and another piece of a metal tube with a piece of wood, and then another piece of metal sticking up. And you've seen your uncle use something like this. When he fights, it's some kind of pistol of some sort.
All right, I take it from him.
Okay, you grab the pistol.
Mm-hmm. Do I? I mean, of course, we had a contract to find Jemima, right? So when I catch that anything is from him, I would, even though we don't have a photo of him, we catch ideas of.
I mean, your pirate sense is tingling in this room for
Yes,
sure.
for sure.
There's a big ass pirate hat and a flintlock pistol, which
But I wanted to make sure he didn't die and somebody took his place.
I mean, you don't know what he looks like, so.
Yeah, no. What I was just saying is because the corpse is the corpse just bones and stuff, or is it a?
It's like a
flesh?
mostly rotten corpse. There's a bit of flesh, but not a lot.
Because I was like, would I know he has some type of tattoo that insinuates who he is or something
Roll a medical check with disadvantage.
Fair enough. I'll try it out. That's an 18. That's a 15.
Nice.
And medical or medicine?
Yeah, medicine.
That's a 16.
16. Yeah. So you sort of go through it, and you do find an eye patch that's floating in the water. You do find that there's a bunch of right gloves, so you can assume that this person either was right-handed only or didn't have a left hand. That's about all that you find from this.
Yeah.
So they were missing a hand for sure, and they wore an eye patch of some kind.
Alright. Then there's nothing else in this room.
I mean, it's a bedroom, so you can have a look around if you want to find something.
Yeah, I got
it's very
10 minutes, so I'm trying to be careful since I'm levitating.
Yeah. You
All
can
right.
roll an investigation check for the room, just looking around. Are you looking for anything specific or just sort of?
Any insignias, anything that would let me know, if anything about Jeremiah, basically. I'm just the pirate or his pirate crew or what their crew look like.
Okay.
I want to know if I'm kind of on the right track or something. At least we would know the flag, right? His crew's flag.
Yeah, you know the pirate flag.
Yeah, we know the pirate flag. So,
It's kind of great chill.
was it investigation?
Mark amongst
It's a
the.
4.
Yeah, I mean,
5.
you don't find much. You do find a small chest which you open, and it's got a couple of gold in it. Doubloons though, definitely the type that pirates use. Definitely pirate gold. But that's really about all you find.
How much? Yes.
Like 2 gold.
Yeah. All right. I guess I will come back out.
At that time, you hear Mogram yelling from downstairs.
I go over the balcony and float about ass down.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
Meditation.
Cool. So ignoring that, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna look through if any of the books stand out. 'Cause I already see Mogren found the doors there.
There's a
So.
letter she got to touch. It's on the desk.
Oh yeah, and he hasn't touched that. So I want to check out that letter that's somehow dry and see if any of the books stand out.
Okay, so there's a sealed letter on the desk. Roll a quick investigation check for the books.
Oh, there I go ahead.
That will be a 14.
14. Yeah, there's just a whole ton of books. You notice that some of them are on like world history. Some of them are on arcane magics. Most of them seem to be some kind of like ledgers with money like being totaled and shared between various different crews of pirates.
Can I walk in where Vintage is?
Yeah, you are walking into, basically right now you're in the study, this strange.
Yeah. Can I see any history books or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, you see some general books around that you can rifle
Can
through,
I-
but you
can
look
I-
for anything particular?
I saw.
I'm game for anything that might be like local history or something like that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll investigation check.
Oh, and since the
19.
letter was dry, I didn't trust it, so I wanted to pick it up with Mage Hand, just to be sure.
Okay, so first off, the 19. Yeah, you rifle through some of the books. Most of them are a bit disgusting still, but you do find one that seems to have been read more often, and it's a story, historical story about an island that was one of the first settled islands in the area, that was sought after by local clans for its hides and hunting of these giant beasts that lived on the island. And there was some discussion about who this island belonged to and where it came from. And general history of what would be the first ruler of this island. And that there was some sort of task where they had to enter a dangerous place and retrieve something, like retrieve an item or something that gave them somewhat lordship over the island.
Roger might have been here.
And so I float down, Ed, the bedroom was upstairs, the master one, I assume.
I'm gonna check that door that he unveiled.
It goes under the water?
I'm just checking right now.
Yeah,
I'm saying
Just investigating the door.
make sure there's no traps or anything.
Go ahead and roll investigation check.
Do I feel like the temperature's changing at all?
It's like humid actually. It's humid in here, like damp and humid. Sorry,
12.
12. It seems to just be like a very heavy stone door.
Any
Like,
handles in there?
hmm?
There are handles on it?
There's a couple of handles.
You wanna help me open?
Do I still have my bardic inspiration? Does that expire?
No, that's not expired.
For sure.
That doesn't expire.
We wanna try to open up the door.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a strength check.
Ooh, 18. But that's not even adding the 4, so yeah.
22?
That's 12.
So yeah, you're like, and he just like, just like practically rips the other door off his handle. And you're like,
I was just trying to be careful, but
so yeah, the one door opens up. The other thing takes you a bit of time. You like, lose a bit of face. So you like pull this door open. And they open up, and yeah, the water that drains down the sides, but actually it is damp, but not underwater. There's a old stone staircase that seems to just lead down.
I'm starting to walk through.
I followed through, but I'm like, there was 2 more rooms upstairs, I just didn't get time to check.
Did anything happen to the Mage Hand that touched the letter?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you reach over and you pick up the letter with the mage hand, and nothing happens.
Alright.
The
So
letter is in your mage hand.
I will go and grab it out of the Mage Hand and
You immediately don't know.
nice.
It's the
So
devil.
you have like a sealed letter, but the seal on the letter is quite strange. It seems to be not like it was stamped with anything. It just seems to be like melted wax or melted metal or something like that that is on the letters sealing it.
So,
You want to see finish? I'm gonna say something.
can I check it for sigils and traps before I even attempt to
Roll
open this?
an investigation check.
On the laptop.
Nat 20.
That's right. No, it seems to be completely safe, and you actually you sort of like flick out a small dagger and you just like slice it underneath, and you just pop the letter open, and you can unfold it and read it.
So, I read it as I walk down with the crew.
Yeah, so it's in some strange language.
And then in that case, I cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, you cast comprehend languages, and the letters seem to just like congeal around and form into sentences that you can read, and you immediately understand that it's in some form of draconic. And it basically says, if you don't, it basically is like a threat. So it's saying, if you don't come to me, I'm sending your brothers to get you. And then it says like, the family, or no, it wouldn't say that. It would say your siblings are meeting in the north. Come now or feel my wrath, basically.
Before we start all the way heading down, I turned to Zoom.
Mm.
The only thing I saw in the other room was somebody wearing pink robes and bones, pink robes.
It's probably, I don't know, it's
Do you think
Person?
do you think it's something else in the
pirates have horse.
I'm just saying, do you think it's anything else in the other two rooms?
I do not know. I do not know what this matter is. I mean,
Okay,
there was a woman, it seemed like, and a man, corpse upstairs in master bedroom. One seemed like a pirate, one seemed like a whore. So maybe there was one down here too.
Yep. So do you want to continue down here or check those two?
We are going downstairs.
Alright.
Hey, just
I don't feel like that big ass ogre walked through all of that without falling through.
I agree.
Come to think of it, I don't think she, I mean, is she down here?
She's definitely not up high.
I just feel like she would have just tossed the desk to the side. I don't know. But anyway, I was reading this letter. Seems like a threat to somebody. Somebody who clearly doesn't like to be around here, it looks like. They're saying they're going to come after them if they don't come on. Somebody's on the way. Just all very menacing things going on. So,
Sure.
Go on, that's it.
He was at beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Farlington Town in
Okay.
Mo.
So, Cheney, what are you doing? You doing anything else, or are you heading
Did you
back?
see the girl or no?
You didn't see.
Never mind then.
He didn't hear what I said here? Did you hear what I said?
No, I mean, it wasn't in the room.
Yeah, where are you currently? What are you
This
doing?
is right before we walk down.
In the study.
Yeah, everybody was about to
that's
go
what everyone is.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, then I heard about the little
Well,
girl.
just that
You
girl.
just said
Oh,
talking
okay.
about some corpse and some pink robes.
I said, well, I found this book and it talked about a girl and her dad being a strong pirate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Really not that strong.
Yeah, she probably deserved to die with her father.
My God.
Okay.
Everybody deserves that.
So,
Actually, since,
you descend slowly down a dark passage. It is damp and warm, and you feel like we're definitely walking towards
Some
the
more
volcano space a little bit more. And it's getting more and more humid, and there is like colorful molds all the way down the sides of these steps, and the steps are like slimy, but not because of like seaweed or anything like that, just slimy because there's just so much dampness, and there's like molds and growths along these stairs, and it's some kind of like ancient stone steps, and it is winding down and down and down, and it's getting darker and darker and darker, and then as you're about halfway down, you can see ahead of you, it levels out into some sort of opening, and there is a very faint light lighting up from that area, and you can see like a cave opening in front of you that has some sort of light coming from it. What do you
Move with
guys
caution. And I start like kind of insinuating people to like stealth moving forward.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay. Can we roll a stealth check?
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
You wasted mine at 20, I'll tell you that much.
Net 20.
Both
Nat
nat
1.
20s?
No, I said I wasted mine.
Oh,
Nat 1.
16.
4. Okay. So yeah, you head down these steps and you realize that like some of you are making quite a lot of noise and that there's like every time you hear like a sploosh or something, you like steps in like a puddle or something, and it's wide now, right? It's probably about 8 feet wide. And it's the steps have sort of devolved into what seems to be some kind of like just rocky like cropping on the ground with not really any steps anymore, just rocks. And they're going down and down and down, and you can hear like every now and again you're hearing like the drips of water. And as you near to the base of the steps where there's like an entranceway that you see light, you can hear like these drips of water, but it's like you hear like and it like gives you this like you can clearly hear that there is some kind of large cavern just ahead of you, because you can hear the drips of water echoing off these like rock walls all around.
Y'all hear anything else except the drips?
Roll a perception check.
Guys.
You do not, I guess.
I'll roll D&D. Oh, perception.
You can't when you fail, you know what I mean?
What? 14.
I had a 9.
14. Anyone else perceiving?
I mean, I guess. I was being fair since morning.
Can you not?
I don't realize it's someone fair when you can't.
Well, once they fail, it's like, oh, hold now. So,
Yeah.
21.
because if they didn't, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Uh,
11. So.
16.
Right, so yeah, Tintin is kind of getting a bit freaked out by all of this, but you guys, you do notice that you don't hear anything else, but you do notice that the light that is emanating is almost like pulsing. It like gets a bit brighter and then fades away, and then brighter and then fades away, and then brighter and then fades away. Like and the entrance is probably now about 100 yards ahead of you, 100 feet ahead of you.
Still, yeah.
We're still walking.
Yep.
That's
Just
up.
walking.
I do look around to see if I see any traps or anything. Like, if I feel like there's any areas where it looks like something can hit you or you can fall into a hole.
Roll a quick investigation check. Check for traps.
Basically, 8.
8, yeah, no, nothing. That you
Follow me.
can
Let's
see,
keep walking.
around you, no. Yeah, so you walk out and the entrance, this large cave is coming closer and closer, and you get to the edge of the entrance of this cave, and you look out and you see a massive open cave. There is stalagmites, right?
Yeah, stalagmite.
Stalagmite and stalactites.
Stalactites from the ceiling. There is stalactites hanging down from the ceilings or down from the ceilings, but there's drips of water dripping into huge pools of water that are underneath. And right in the center of the room, you see this dais, and on the dais is this strange egg-like object with pulsing from that are these sort of greenish tendrils that are reaching out from the egg and going down into the pools of water all around. So you've got these drips coming from these huge stalactites, massive egg in the center of the room, and then these like sort of arcane tendrils reaching out. And the egg that you now get a slightly closer look is almost like a golden brown color.
Alright. Would the 4 of us recognize that egg by chance? From now?
You would recognize that egg, yes.
Can I see from where we're standing? Can I see how deep these pools are? Are they like shallow? Are they like 20 feet? Are they like?
So from where you're standing, you would roll a perception check, but with disadvantage because they are far away from you. This space is huge.
We're not above everything. We're on the same level as everything.
Oh!
Like ground level, everything. Is
Oh my god.
10.
There's some big pools.
Damn, that's some big pool.
I'm starting to walk toward the edge of the bed,
Let's go see this
and I'm just making sure that nothing is going to jump out, so I have my sword out. Because if anything jumped in my perspective,
Okay, so if you were to walk forward, or as you walk forward, there are some large pools around you. To go to the egg, you will need to walk past some of those pools. You just
Walk past or through?
Wait,
Well, you
is there
need to
any
skirt
way
the
we
edges
can
of the pools.
get a visualization? Is there any
We don't
visual?
need, we don't need it.
There could be. If you would like a
We
visual.
don't need it.
I would like it because
I
I'd like
mean-
to know where the egg is.
Yeah.
It's in the center.
Pools.
It's right in the center of the
Thanks,
space.
champ.
Yeah, there's like
And there is tendrils coming down into pools.
Yeah, there's tendrils.
How big are
No,
those
walk
pools compared to like space? I don't know. I'm like,
I'm with
Guys,
Jay
use your
here.
mind.
We don't want to
well, Arnell.
tendrils, sir.
Because regardless, you're gonna say I'm gonna walk around it or you're gonna go through it, so it doesn't
Well,
matter.
It impacts a lot of movement, positioning, and all that.
Sir, I'm
you
a
know.
woman in a tentacle-related situation. That is all I have to say.
Oh wow,
It'd be
that's a lot
different if
of
you was a
water.
man in a tentacle.
So is the green sword
And
guy?
people
People don't
Yeah,
seem to
giant
like it very much.
sword
That's all I
dragon.
gotta say. Then.
Sword he
You
does.
don't know.
Mm.
I like you.
Oh no. That's exactly why I
Find the
don't
right one.
You look nice. I like your arm. I like you. And I want you.
Just gotta engage, man.
You don't need those tendril warriors.
I just don't want us to lose peace when we talk about it and then get to a point. It takes a lot longer.
There's some really cool sounds for this shit. I'm just loading everybody, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's alright. Slow guy, mate.
While that's happening, regardless, I'm looking around to I see big bitch or coward bitch.
Now, is this cavern lit?
Natural 20.
Nice.
why y'all natural 20 on?
That's important
Yeah,
here,
that
sir.
Ah!
I mean, this isn't exactly accurate, but it's the coolest map I can find.
It says right
It's
here.
the-
Yeah.
So the
I can-
egg,
that makes a lot of
yeah,
sense.
I can do a thing for the egg.
Ah.
Yeah, the egg is right in that central piece,
Yep.
and you are coming in probably about here.
Oh, I thought it was on the corners.
So I can walk around.
Actually, no, there's a cave entrance. There we go. You're gonna be up there by the entrance.
So I cannot walk around.
You'd have to make it.
Walk down, jump over.
It's not like a, yeah, I'm good with it.
I want to go
Go
to
to the
the
map. This is the sickest one.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, there's stalactites around.
Before
There
y'all do
is
anything.
large pools of. Oh shit! I didn't do the repeat.
that's all good. Before y'all do anything, I
So
rolled
you
my
were
natural
looking-
20 to see if I see any of the bitches that ran from us.
He's right.
Oh, you did.
Oh, so
That is crucial, boys.
Okay, so yes, actually, to your.
Fantasia, with your mage hand, can you check to see if this water is actually water?
You see
Okay.
here. Nope, not standing up. You see here on the side of one of the pools a half what seems to be eaten corpse of the large ogre that was around.
Yeah.
Oh, she did
Nothing else.
nothing else.
Alright, so
Natural 20. That's
that.
Listen, guys, it is not too late to turn around and go right back to Papetti. That's what I'm saying right now.
With that, I'm going to take Shay's advice and summon Mage Hand again. And I'm going to, well, first of all, move it as far as I can away, which is, I believe,
And
30.
we're short for it's the same person. That's the same one.
Well, I mean, from the distance you see a corpse.
Yeah, okay.
It
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like,
gonna
I mean,
move
he's
it.
pretty sure. Because you rolled a natural 20. It is most definitely the same person.
I'm going to move it 30 feet away and have the hand dip in the water. Just to.
By that or in front of
No,
us?
just.
You dip
that's
the
why-
hand in the water.
Alright, this.
This is. Oh, wait, what happened to your glasses? Sorry, just.
No,
Oh,
they.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
they
the other person.
Can you like lift it up to see if we can?
Alright.
What's
Yeah.
the water?
Yeah, okay, she'll raise the hand up slowly, just to see, like.
Like acid.
You're trying to like cup a hand of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to see
You
what
have
it
a
is.
hand of water.
Alright,
Okay.
and she's gonna bring it over some land and pour it out, just to see if it sizzles or just
It
drips.
just pours on the land and
So it's water.
soaks in.
I'm speaking to my ring, and I cast levitate.
Okay.
I do not have time for this. And so I levitate at least 10 feet up in the air.
Oh my god.
Me and Margaret already said we was going toward the
Yeah.
egg. I mean,
You've got the levitate. It should be just.
Yeah, that's what
You call us the idiots. We really want to be the most careful right now.
I had it a second ago.
There it is.
Well, Mo hasn't. These two
So
have.
we're like, right, we're still
Many times.
investigating.
How high is the ceiling? Actually.
Oh, the ceiling is like 80.
I am 20 feet in the air. I am 20 feet, as much as I can levitate, and I'm going
You're miserable.
towards the egg to see.
Oh
ooh, I don't know why I felt like the computer was falling out. That made me jump.
And with a level 20, I mean a natural 20, I can see no
I'll say a level 20.
no villains, no nothing, but just half.
You notice the corpse. That
Yep.
is your
All right,
concentration.
that's all I want to know, and I'm
You're
going
floating up in the air.
over to the egg.
This is about
You're
to
floating
sink
towards
down
the
the
egg.
wall.
Can we
Yes, I
jump?
am.
Can we jump over and make it?
Can I?
So as you float towards the egg, you
Oh,
hear echoing through the chamber.
Oh, there's your
I
wand.
wouldn't do that if I was you.
And then I hold lightning bolt, and I'm hovering over the egg, and said, "Why? What the fuck would you do but run again?"
Oh, I might do something, but even if I don't, Mother will.
Fuck your mother, fuck that bitch, and fuck you. And then I shoot at the egg.
Okay.
Wait, in the meantime, I'm touching the water that I just spilled out. Well, I think it's water onto the ground. Can I confirm that it's water?
It's what? Yeah. It's
Like,
like
sure.
it's actually
It's water.
specifically seawater.
See what I mean? We
Okay,
are.
that's all I need.
No, I probably shouldn't shoot this. But
Okay,
I
so you
shoot.
shoot the egg.
Yep. I'm not intelligent. Do not care.
Roll an attack.
Oh, I thought we were
One
rolling in.
explodes.
Natural 19.
10d10 damage in a 5-foot reach. That would have been so fun.
8.
8 damage.
The egg has 10.
Oh, those tendrils about to be
I'm
pretty
interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, so you like lightning bolt this egg, and the pulses of energy like down into the water, the water. Che, you are touching the water.
Oh.
No.
No.
I'm touching the water that we spilled
Yeah.
onto the rock.
The one that the mage hand
Right.
spilled
Oh,
out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it just like it just like pouring water onto earth. It just went into the earth.
Yeah, he was
I know.
just.
So you don't know.
Checking
It just
His hand was
it's just wet. I don't know. Your hand doesn't hurt touching it. That's what
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
You
So
press the
yeah,
rock.
lightning like dissipates into the water and just crackles all the way across all of the water.
Anything happens to that?
Yeah, what happened to that body? Some rigor
Never.
mortis?
Nothing. It's like that's it.
You can-
Bring your scary ass out here, Jamal.
Can somebody put levitate on the egg?
You can pick it up.
Yeah, put a levitate up egg.
I have to touch. Did you take?
You have a mage.
So yeah,
Oh,
you,
sure.
you hear.
I hold
Well.
conquer animals.
I will.
Okay.
Sorry,
You
I was
hear,
gonna say it, but then-
well, if you insist, and bursting out of the water right next to you is a fucking huge. I don't have the other thing, so it is a fucking huge water worm,
Thank God.
like right next to you.
That was good.
He didn't get electrified?
He does not
likes
electric.
I mean, he lives there. I would hope he adapted to it.
Well, I mean, he's not electric, but he doesn't know.
So my last question about jumping past the water. Would I have meanings? Do my guy can see and like, oh, I can make it?
To
That
what?
hit asses.
What are you trying to make it to jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could easily leap across. You just roll a very simple athletics check.
I draw my axe and ready for this one.
No, I
Okay,
want
so
to
anyway, we're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
technically be able to, in reaction to the thing coming up.
Damn it. Damn it. Can I
Um,
roll twice?
No, I don't.
No, you're allowed. That's fair.
It's like I don't want us to be holding every.
Sure.
I didn't even want to show you this part, but everyone was like, "Oh, let's do it."
Yeah, we in there.
Two peeps.
We in there. We was ready.
Now, I did say, can
honestly-
I jump and make it before this blizzard?
Oh no, you
Yeah,
can
that's
jump. You can jump across. You can
Okay.
totally
Yeah,
jump
you're
across. That's
jumping.
fine. I mean, what did you roll? 14, yeah.
I rolled 14 for
Yeah,
the.
you just leap across to the other side. Okay, so first off,
On the egg.
I am going to roll for Lord Jermont the Runt, which is what I called him.
His damage reset look reduced like.
He is a different monster. He's a whole other thing. Okay, so
He
25
shit.
to 20, 20 to 15.
18.
14.
Oh, what? Wow.
Wow, this is new. This is nice.
Tinta just rolled.
I know.
15 to 10.
Look at. I should have rolled.
Shouldn't have.
Nice 6.
9.
Wow.
69.
Okay, so we can pause here if you like and start up next week because I know Ryan really wants to get home, or we can play this fight. It's up to you guys.
It's a fight.
It's up to
It's
Ryan.
totally fine.
It's up to Ryan.
Yeah, it is.
Let's put all pressure on Ryan.
This is probably going to take minimum
An
half an
hour.
hour, probably a bit longer.
Alright, yeah, some call it here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
We will pick up next
Again,
week
we'll pick up.
with the final battle.
Wait,
of
take a
this section.
screenshot.
I am. I got it.
You know, for-
GG's, boys.
Press the 7 place.